Roach Clip motherfucking podcast. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Another beautiful day to be alive.
Homegrown, motherfuckers.
Another beautiful day to go jack off, go on a jog. Do what you gotta do, man, you know?
Do your thing.
Do your thing. It's been a good day, productive week. We will be at Nirvana Center Friday, 2 to 5 p.m. So go check us out with what's
Mozzie.
Mozzie. Shout out to Mozzie in the Bay and all them out there, dog.
Yeah, we were bumping his shit earlier. He's dope, so.
Yeah, he's
come through, guys. Come meet the dude. Come take a picture with him, dude. He'll sign some shit for you guys.
He's dope, man.
Super
Super sick. Super happy to be here. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back,
everybody.
Who is that on the mics right there? Who is that?
Thank you. Huh?
Who is represent?
Yeah,
We got in the house.
Oh, it's Homegrown, man.
We got Homegrown back.
You know what I'm saying? Here we are, back again. You know what I'm saying? With top notch Arthur Phillip. You know how we do.
If this is your first time listening to the Roach Clip podcast, we are the podcast that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I am your host, Tolo.
Yeah.
And I'm joined by the ninjas that will kick you in the balls and throw punch you for no motherfucking reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To my motherfucking right, I got the homie.
Alto, what it do?
Tell him what you do, Tell him what you do, Playboy.
Yeah, do a bunch of art, smoke a lot of weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where
Do
can
a
they
lot of
find
shit.
you?
Letter Fanatic, you know, on
And Roach
Instagram, and Roach Clip Podcast on Instagram.
And Cannabis Cactus.
And Cannabis Cactus.
I love him.
This guy's everywhere. This guy's everywhere.
That's
KDIF.
let somebody else talk, man. Dang, you know, you're everywhere.
To the left, we got the man of the motherfucking hour.
You know, Brody in the motherfucking building like always.
Da-na-na.
And over there, we got our news anchor.
Over there, we got the number one news anchor in the nation.
That's King J over here. Yeah.
Hell yeah, all looking as beautiful as ever. Those,
Thank you.
those
Thank
pearly
you.
blue eyes are.
I mean, I try.
So
curly
many
locks.
Hey, I was
I know
listening,
somebody that got good eyes too.
I was listening to a conversation today saying that hypnotism is real, and your eyes are really hypnotizing, bro. So commend them for that comment.
You're
I'm-
believing in the real.
And then we have we got the guests of the motherfucking hour. They're the only fucking rappers to ever return to the podcast. They were that dope on the radio on KDIF. You could catch us KDIF 102.9 South Phoenix, 5 to 7 p.m. on Saturday. South Phoenix, stand up. How about the universe stand up?
All everybody stand
Because we're
up,
joined
yeah.
by motherfucking Homegrown.
Grown.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Introduce yourselves, motherfuckers.
Hey, I'm the Homie Toe, you know what I'm saying? Homegrown, Homie Toe. Check me out, you know what I'm saying? You can follow us on Homegrown AZ on Instagram.
Homegrown AZ.
At the Homie Toe on Facebook.
The
on
Homie Toe.
SoundCloud, Homegrown AZ. So check us out, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Top Notch. You can find me on Instagram, TopNotch6. Appreciate the second invite back. We had a lot of fun the first time. Looking forward to doing it again, fellas.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. So what's changed, dog, since that day? How's life? How's
Hey,
life
man,
going?
it's real good. Since the day, you know, a lot of followers, a lot of love, you know.
Yeah.
That was our real first time back doing something where not only people here could see, everywhere could see, you know what I mean? We got
Yeah.
fans from Chicago and shit checking it out.
Oh,
so,
dope.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, man. It was a lot of love, a lot of fun. You know,
Nice,
happy to be back again, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we're happy you're here, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we all
Uncensored this time. you know?
Yeah.
You guys are always
It was
welcome, man.
a little more
Anytime.
difficult the last time.
and we're
censored.
gonna,
appreciate that.
We're gonna have to hear you guys flow before we end the show. You guys know that already.
Oh yeah. And we got definitely some give outs, you know what I'm saying?
Some
tattoo
giveaways.
giveaways.
Yes,
The
sir.
last time we did the tracks or whatever, the first person to name it, we gave a giveaway, $100 tattoo giveaway. We like to name
Shout out, who was that?
Noel Maya is who won that
Whoa,
one. So
shout out
Maya.
yeah,
Noel
she was the
Maya.
first one to
Congratulations.
write me and name the right tracks. I got a few other
There you
people
go.
that never even followed me that just came from you guys. Shout out to them, but they just named the wrong name of the second words.
Yeah,
It was
had a few people
so
that
vivid.
tried, but they had the wrong name.
I had a couple wrong names.
Yeah, it was the first.
But it's all good. Noel Maya, you won the $100 first giveaway for the first time on the radio show, Roach Clip Podcast Radio. You named the right songs. So
Yeah.
Vivid and Lifeline, you named them both. So congratulations to you. Hit up Anthony Maya 08, Anthony Maya 08 on
08.
Instagram.
Cool. And check out the Roach Clip podcast episode, the last episode with Homegrown. And about 7 minutes into the episode, we play those both tracks. So
Yeah, the ones
go
he's
ahead and
talking
enjoy
about.
them. Contest is over though for that episode, so don't be
So we
right.
got
don't
new
be
ones,
writing
though. We
shit.
got new ones,
Oh, we got a new one.
We got new
all
ones.
right.
We got new ones for you guys.
How's it work?
The whole. So we trying to do a little something cool. You know what I'm saying with you guys. We got another $200 giveaways, $100 each. You know
up.
what I'm saying for the host.
Oh, okay.
For a little, we figured out a game show, so we're trying to figure out something to do for you guys. Either a funny meme, tag Homegrown, all you guys, whoever thinks it's the funniest, the two get $100 each to get a tattoo from Anthony Maya 08. Once again, follow him Instagram.
What's up, Anthony Maya?
But who?
It's gonna be like likes or something. If they're gonna post like a meme or a picture or something, you know what I mean?
However you guys think.
You can move it down.
I think the Roach clip should figure. I mean, you guys is pretty clever on that kind of stuff. Wherever you guys think.
just trivia.
Yeah.
Just trivia.
Yeah,
I think trivia works. That's what
Yeah.
I said.
Well, we
that was
gotta
my
have-
first idea. Let's make them play trivia, and then the two people that win, then they get the
First
That
and
sounds
second
good
place.
right there. Yeah.
$100 each. I know you guys. Tolo, you got some work too over here.
Brody's gonna get his first piece, his first Nazi,
Hey,
his first Nazi sign on his
Damn.
nalgas.
Not welcome.
Hey, I was gonna say $100. You guys know. So you guys want to put a side chick on the neck? You know what I'm saying?
or cover up a side chick.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that. Remember that logo where the chick's laying back that everybody puts in their truck?
Oh, yeah.
All the
On the back
paisas.
flaps.
All the paisas have
On
that
the
shit.
flats, on the.
It's all chrome and shit.
That's what's up.
So we've been over here at the office. We've all
Yeah,
been trying to
man.
get healthy, bro. So we
Yeah.
started eating right. That's why
I seen it.
you don't see beers up here right now.
Okay.
It's water.
We all made a commitment for 2 weeks to try to be better to our body, to our tempo, because it was getting
That's
out of
nice.
control.
I like
homie.
the way you guys like
Yeah,
to
I
use
mean-
that
Yeah, man.
tempo.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
It's big, you know?
It's real though.
It's real.
Definitely.
So I think we're gonna just try to keep it up. You guys got any suggestions of healthy eating? Or
How do you guys do it? Like, do you guys consider yourselves a healthy
Oh,
lifestyle?
I mean, you could see by my physique. Obviously, I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no doubt about it.
Vin
Like,
Diesel?
Hey, remember, there's a camera on you now. So.
so,
Naked Mexican
now.
Vin Diesel?
obviously, like, it's just, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? You obviously got to get a Mexican lady. Shout out to my lady, Ashley. She, definitely makes me feel loved at night. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest time, is at night when you feel love. When you get, hard days, 8 hours, working,
You
that
need that
loving.
loving, that meal.
Oh,
my love.
boy,
Oh,
damn,
cooking.
man.
You don't know what you've been.
Oh boy.
like a little
baby. Shout out to-
Hey, so you got-
don't
you-
make it happen.
You guys known each other forever. What's the craziest shit you guys ever gotten into?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Anything. What is it like?
I think one of the funny.
Picking up some weed.
For myself, I think one of the funniest things is, like I said, we go way, way back through our fathers and all kinds of family and stuff like that. But I got to go to a family wedding of his. Right, I'm not gonna expose too much of the family, but
Don't
but
mention names.
we're at a family wedding, right? And it is definitely underage. We're definitely underage, and I'm definitely looked upon different because I'm a little darker skinned Mexican kind of guy, So, anyways, but I had the most amazing talk with his, would it be Tata or Grandpa, at a urinal, like. And I was pretty
At a
waist-
urinal?
we were at a urinal, bro.
Taking
we
a
had
piss?
Speaking of urinal, I actually got
we were at a urinal, okay, and he just gave me the most amazing word of advice ever in my life, and it was at a urinal.
What were the words?
The words were like,
Mine's bigger, Holmes.
"This white guy was
Fuck you, Theo. Why are you looking at my dick?
and nobody could believe it, and he's mad at me because I'm with his, grandfather, whoever he said it was, but
Tata.
whatever.
What was the words of advice, dog?
The words I wish I could speak upon him right now, but you can see. As I spoke upon it, it made him leave.
Oh, shit.
So I don't want to make.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. It's a touchy subject.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he quit?
Hey, he never came back again. You know what
Oh,
I'm
there
saying?
he is.
So,
Oh,
but
no.
that was probably, as far as us as growing up, man. Like I said, because we were so tight knit, that was one of the funniest things. Because we were underage, I was a little intoxicated. I couldn't, and to have that words of advice with him at a urinal, and they were like, "Who did you talk to at the urinal?" I talked to, I don't know who the old white man was, but ended up being his grandpa. So
Oh, shit. That's
was-
crazy.
it was amazing.
That's dope. Any you guys ever get in trouble?
Who? Me and him?
Yeah,
All the
Yeah,
time.
y'all
bro.
ever get into any
Dude,
Any
we got-
jail?
cops, anything?
Well,
like that?
look, there was one time with my older brother Drew, So I went to visit someone, and he came with me. And as we went to go visit someone, we're leaving that person's house, and I just got put on probation, right? For the first time ever, I'm 15 years old, get put on probation and stuff, and it's bullshit. And we play. I put him in a baseball league, right? And he never played baseball before, so we're playing this baseball game, and we get our ass whooped, and we're mad as shit. I just got put on probation, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna be thug life. We're
Thug
Tupac.
life, homie.
We rolled up 2 blunts, both of us.
We're gonna be thug like.
And we started walking. We were on 67th and Bethany, and we were walking from that. It was at Texaco at the time to the Fries, and we're walking across there. And as we walk across there, my big brother Drew picks us up. Shout out to Drew, Big Drew Nasty.
Shout
Drew
out
Nasty
Drew.
on
Big up,
fire.
big up.
You know what I'm saying? So he picks us up with these 2 white boys. As he picks us up, this police is following us the whole time. Whatever pulls us over. As he pulls us over, we have the blunt still with us that we were smoking, right? Because we picks us up in my stepmama's Durango at the time, which was super sick, leather, nice, you know what I'm saying? So we put them out. We thinking we're thug life. They pull us over. Officer pulls us out and goes, I know somebody has the weed. Who has the weed, right? So I'm scared as shit, dude. I just got put on probation. My first time in 15 years. I'm scared as shit. I thought I was being gangster.
Drew, were you scared?
I thought I was being gangster as shit. I thought I was being
No.
I thought I was being gangster. I thought I was being gangster as shit, right? So then he pulls us out and he goes, I know it's one of you two, and he points to me and Notch, right? So I'm like, fuck it, you know, I put half of my blunt in the back of the seat. So I'm like, that's mine. The white boy that we were with, Justin Sherwin, shout out Justin Sherwin, had a pack of Swisher Sweets, right? He had a pack, and they said, you rolled the blunt with his thing. And he said, I swear to God, officer, it wasn't my shit. It wasn't mine. And it wasn't, but he was just with us. So I'm like, no, it wasn't him. Next thing you know, he says, stand up, sir. I stand up, and he fucking puts me on this. He makes me stand up. He makes me throw my blunt on the damn floor, and he tells me, step on it. And I step on it, he goes, faster.
Faster.
And then he goes, faster. And faster.
How fast can you stomp out
This
a fucking
motherfucker
blunt?
Grind it up. He was afraid that he was trying to like
Save it for
out.
later?
Yeah, that's what
Just
he thought.
flatten it out.
Yep. That's
I'll
what he
come
thought.
back
He's like,
later.
no. Yeah.
All
Then he
over
takes
our
my
plan.
I know
brother
what you're
aside,
doing.
and thank you, my brother. He happened to be dating a half white girl at the time. Learned him how to talk. The officer took him aside and he said, officer, I'm a senior at Glendale High School. I'm about to get the scholarships, which he was. Shout out to him, 03.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Breaking records.
Breaking records, quarterback.
Yep.
He was getting all kinds of records.
Hey,
and
I
the officer
googled
said,
that shit. You got records, fool.
Hey,
No, for real talk. He did.
He was
no.
telling me about. He told me about it when I was getting tatted, so I googled it. My bad.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you clarified that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good person to work. So anyways, he tells him, hey, do you want me to, the officer takes him aside and he goes, officer, I'm getting scholarships, all this stuff. And he goes, do you want me to call your dad or you want me to leave it handled to you? He says, let me handle it, officer. The officer goes, okay, I'm going to let you handle it. You guys take the hell off. And he lets us go.
Long story short, we got lucky as hell. The cop was cool though. Like at first,
And you were on probation.
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
That's you got super lucky.
Yeah. But
Hey,
I mean,
all I remember was I was walking to the goddamn back of the Durango and this motherfucker slapped me in the back of the head. He said, oh, I told you, and slapped me. I
but
said,
he had to.
motherfucker.
You know, he had to play the
shit.
role up.
Hey,
you know what
I took
mean?
it like that. And
That's
I
good,
said,
though. That's good. He had your back. That's what brothers are for,
Yeah,
homie.
it was scary.
Man.
It didn't seem like we were gonna get lucky.
What's up, dog?
It's a trip, man, when you run into cops like that.
Yeah.
I had a similar incident, but in my situation, I ate the blunt, man, because the homies were all like, we were driving through like the movie theater, coming out, and the cops were pulling in, and our windows were cracked, but it was some OG Kush,
so
man,
they
in
smelled-
LA.
oh, nice. They smelled that shit?
They could see us too, you know.
All right.
And then we pull out and they flip a bitch, man. They follow us, but there's like this Pinto right behind us. And they turn on the lights, and I'm telling the homies, like, they're coming for us, man. They're like, nah, man, nah. I was like, I'm going to eat this shit. Fuck. And they're like, nah, man, don't eat that shit. That's all we got. And I was like, nah, I don't give a fuck. And then they fucking turn on the lights, and they go around the fucking Pinto, man. And they're like, you guys in Honda Civic? You know, fucking pull into the fries. And we're by this Fries Electronics. And I was already eating it, dude. I was all choking, dude.
I was
Like, it
gonna say,
tastes
that
so
don't-
nasty,
that
dude. I
don't-
fucking
The
started
other
eating
time,
some water.
I ate at a joint one time.
Yeah.
17 again. How I got put.
Yeah.
So back to the damn story I just told. How I got put on probation was, me and my boy just got his car washed. Okay, at the on 55th in Peoria, that Wise Guys right there. You know, there's
Yeah.
like that Albert Food City, all kinds of other
Yeah.
shit. Okay, so we was getting a car wash there. We're leaving. We get pulled over for our seatbelts, right? So I have a joint on me. I eat that motherfucker. And we have how we get caught up. I eat it, and what's the hardest part is when I start eating it is it's cotton, dude.
It's
I had
dry.
to drink,
Yeah.
dude. And then so as soon as I started eating it, I was like stuck.
It's like chalk
then
and shit.
As soon as I gave what
You
got us,
started to chase it down with.
I didn't have nothing.
agua,
I didn't have
soda.
nothing.
And
So
the-
then I just ate it, and then what got us caught up at first was they said give us the registration. We give them the registration. We broke up the bud on it, so it was the crumbles
There's
of it.
crumbs
And
on
he
it.
said,
More evidence.
he said to my boy, he said, "Do you know what that is?" We said-
Crumble.
It was like, I left
Yeah,
my windows
we
open.
try
The
to blame it on
gardeners
his
put
big brother.
something
We
in.
try to blame it on his big brother. He's like,
Oh,
my
shit.
big brother smokes in here and shit. He said, hell no. Hey, him and this Chinito officer pulled us out, man, and it was on a cracking. The funniest part about that was the Chinito said, "Let me see your eyes," because they did us. They do the sobriety test to you when they do your
Don't
eye,
let this
right?
guy do it.
So
be a
this
good judge, huh?
Chino guy goes, you know what I'm saying? "Let me see your eyes." And I'm like, what the fuck? Let me see your eyes, bro. Like,
We got the same
I
eyes
can't
right
see your
now.
fucking eyes,
You
bro.
look late as fuck, homies.
Yeah, we were smoking the same thing, huh?
Right?
Dude, so anyways, I get a seatbelt violation, dog. I eat that bud. Don't even get caught up for that shit.
Yeah.
I get a seatbelt violation, $47.
I'll take
I
that.
was
Never paid
15 years old. I never paid that shit.
I'll
As soon
take-
as I got busted for some other shit, that
It
shit
came
turned
up.
into a
Boom.
felony.
The bench warrant.
$230 later.
It
here
turned
you
into
go.
a felony?
Dude, that shit.
It's a bench warrant.
I'm
Oh,
still
shit.
fighting that shit now.
Oh, hell.
That's
like,
fucked up,
no
bro.
bullshit.
You were 17.
15 years
Dog,
later.
dog, you know how I'm about to be right now? Don't ask that question. That's a bad
Yeah,
question to
ask
ask.
it, 'cause he's
on
always
33.
talking shit.
Fuck you.
How old?
Are you fucking wise or what? That's
Nah.
Wise. Look at his
Dude,
beard. He's wise.
He's a wise man, bro.
I'm about to be 33 in February
Oh, what date?
4th.
Oh, I'm the 10th. Hell yeah.
Are you?
I'll be 30, I'll be
Dang.
36.
I'm the
Dang.
24th.
Are you?
Nice.
February.
Oh,
We got
hell
something
yeah.
in common. That's
We should
fucking
all
cool.
go.
I like it.
We should all go on a canoe ride or some shit.
Yeah.
That's 3?
You know those
That's 3.
3-seat bikes and
Fuck,
shit and cruise
there
around
you
town.
go.
A big
three-seater.
heart.
That was gonna be
One
the
of those
caboose.
hearts with the pedals.
Yeah.
Dude, who's gonna pedal though? Cause
I ain't pedaling.
I'll pedal,
Fuck,
might
bro.
not be able
I'll
to
pedal.
reach the
Nah,
pedal.
hey,
pedals.
hey, we'll go where that vato actually takes you. You know what I
that's
mean?
like a
Yeah.
Spain one, right?
Gondola?
Yeah, Valencia or some shit.
What is
Yeah.
the city out there that
What's that
that-
city that does
that-
that? That's all like the
Venice?
it's all water?
Venice?
Venice. There you
In Italy?
go. That's what I want.
Italy.
Venice. Is that
Yeah.
really water?
Yeah.
One of those
It's nasty
gondolas.
as water.
So
you don't want to
literally-
touch it.
you
And
literally-
Amsterdam
you literally
too.
come out your front door.
Amsterdam
water.
has that too, the
No,
canals
there's
and all
like,
that.
it's in the middle, yeah.
You
guys-
can cruise
I mean,
around
those
the
are
whole
like
town
houses
in
or
like
something.
pretty much a canal system.
You know,
crazy.
Venice, California was like that. That's
Yeah.
why they actually named it Venice.
There's an actual like part of it too. Still, you
That's
go
still
by
like
it,
that?
and it's like a little river.
Yeah, it used to be
Canal.
like that. It used to
Yeah,
all be
that's
the whole
dope.
city was connected like Venice. So then
Is it like a tourist thing now? Can you go check it out? or
Yeah,
what?
but people live there, so it's their
Yeah.
private property, so you can't step foot on
Oh,
it.
shit.
people go
So
to
it's
like
not,
Venice
not
Beach
tourists.
Uh,
now. People just go to Venice.
If you
Beach.
got
I
a
don't go
phone,
nowhere.
you can cruise
neither.
through it.
I
You
see
can
it.
walk.
It's
It's
in
like-
Venice Beach.
Hey,
You
Go
can
to
walk
the
over
desert.
it and shit. You know, see.
I
I
go
appreciate it for my
Outside,
coffee. Thank you for my coffee, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. I go cacti viewing.
Cacti.
That's tight.
Hey, dude, I see you wearing that Ice Cube shirt. What's the top
Oh.
5 rappers dead or alive?
Dead or alive, both of them.
Top
you want
5.
mine?
Have you heard his new project?
The
He just dropped
bloody-
it. Everything's
I see,
corrupt.
I seen him on. Oh yeah, everything's corrupt.
Is
I
it
seen him
dope?
on Jenny
I
Kimmel.
haven't even
I
heard
don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
like
It's Ice Cube.
I don't know.
Real
dude.
political?
It's
Well,
political.
It is, but
Well,
it's
at
hard to.
this point,
Hey,
you
it's
know what I'm
hard.
saying?
It's hard because he tries to get really hard in that song too, in that album too, and he does so much. Like, you think of him as a good like older G person. Like, what I mean by older G is like,
Yeah,
you
he owns
know, away from it.
businesses.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Ice Cube Vision and
So
all
he's
that
like
stuff.
street stuff.
And he tries to go real street on that one. And to me, I feel like he's earned so much credibility right now.
doesn't have to do
He
that.
doesn't have to do that. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you going
But-
back to?
Yeah, but he's doing
'Cause
it
it-
because he feels like somebody needs to. There's not enough people in his
I get
genre,
that.
in his area,
I get
speaking
that,
up
but
for that stuff.
That's
Well,
where I
it's a-
feel like promotion on younger, like, you need to find underground artists like ourselves and other people that people don't
Like
invest
ourselves. Shout out.
anymore. You know what I
Homegrown.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm being real. Like, to get love anymore from anybody, you know, you gotta like prove you did something already. It wasn't
It's
like
tough.
before where you just listen to somebody's track and really feel like
Yeah.
that's some real talent or real some
Oh, yeah,
real
the
shit.
game has
You
changed,
gotta
man.
know somebody.
Yeah.
There-
Yeah.
You can't tell me these songs that you guys hear and people hear nowadays, lyrically, beat wise,
Now-
creatively, all that stuff. Even videos, you see that. You know, Love the Hoes one with them. Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta definitely be
Well,
better.
that's because now they don't even look at all that. They just followings.
Like who's
Oh, for sure.
It's easy. They just look at your following.
As far
man.
as as far as I would go, as
Yeah.
5 ever. One of my first. I mean, probably Burner would probably be one of my first
Burner's
dudes.
sick.
Burner?
Yeah, yeah. He'd probably be just not only because of like how he kept it. He's not only been able to be so like Hollywood at times, but not been Hollywood. You know what I mean? He's always kept it real and done so much cannabis wise and other all kinds of other stuff wise that he probably be one of my top. Then,
He's just gotten a little more mainstream than a
Yeah.
lot of the other dudes.
but
that
even
are-
when he goes
you know what I mean?
mainstream, it's not as hard as dudes try to go mainstream.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like when people try to go mainstream, usually especially
sound didn't
Chicano
change
rappers,
too much.
they try to go love
Yeah,
wise.
he
you know what I mean?
definitely stays the same no matter whose track he's on.
Yeah.
He's gonna rap
He
about
could,
cookies.
if he wanted to, he could really be up there with the bigs, but
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
he don't need to be.
No, he only fucks
that
with the ones that he wants to. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
the ones that he wants to link up with, like, you know, him and Wiz are
Says
tough
it in his
together.
track. He's
Yeah.
like,
He
I was
links
a
up with
millionaire
Snoop.
before I became,
You know what
before
I
I got
mean?
in this
For
rap
Yeah, well,
shit.
that's his Taylor gang, isn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's Taylor
Taylor
Gang. He's
Gang.
not. He's
Gang.
official.
Yeah.
Taylor Gang.
Yeah, he's one of the top Taylor Gang dudes, man. Top
I'm
producing
sure as soon
ones.
as he signed, I'm sure he was right up there because you don't really know anybody else.
He
from
features
Taylor
on more
Gang,
Wiz tracks than anybody else from Taylor Gang.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
When you make a strand just for Wiz, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, man, come on.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm
That's
saying.
dope.
You gotta be
That's
real
when you
about.
made it.
You gotta be real about shit, and that's what Homegrown is always real
Yeah.
about shit, and that's what I always want to be real about. Is like you just look at the like.
You just
simple
need the
things,
opportunity
like-
to kill it.
And
You know?
and that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, you know, hanging out with you guys a lot more.
Bring some more opportunities
Nah,
around.
for
You know
sure,
what I'm
dog.
saying?
Give
Hell
us some
yeah.
love, you know.
Well,
You
yeah,
guys
man,
are
that's
doing
what
your
we
thing,
do,
man. We
shit.
pay attention. We see you guys.
Shout out, you know.
You guys are
Yeah,
doing a
we're
lot of
active.
things, man. The cannabis cactus.
That's our
We
goal,
see-
man,
we see all
to
that.
bring the community with us, man.
Yes.
I think we're making connections with everybody, bro.
We love the
yeah.
city, man. You know, like all of this is dope, and it's possible because of the relationships that we have built with people in the city, man.
Hell yeah, I see that. You guys are link up with a lot of people, man.
And I
Shit is
think we
dope.
have the opportunity and the chance to take this further, bro. And
Yeah.
everybody, a lot of people could eat, dude, from
For
this.
sure.
Oh, and that's what I mean by like
Yup.
love for like. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what sucks with Arizona, cause I follow a lot of good people, man. Shout out to
lot of hating,
Cash,
huh?
Yeah,
Cash,
I mean, you just don't
you know,
really get a
Cash
lot of
only,
love
you know,
from,
King Vision. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, but what sucks about everybody is everybody talks about love, but they really don't, man. Just to even get somebody to push a like button on your like your
Yeah.
little video or something, you
Because
know what I
everybody's
mean?
Still trying to be the first person though. You don't really know somebody that's super famous. That as soon as you say Arizona, who's the first rapper you think of? There's not like a big one out there. Everybody's still trying to be that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So nobody is
Closest
ready.
thing is what, futuristic?
Nobody's ready to, right now for sure, but
Yeah.
nobody's ready to reach back and give a hand and pull
No.
another younger guy up when they're not even really all the way there yet.
He's on
You know what
tour
I'm
on
saying?
his own, bro. He ain't
Yeah.
bringing locals with
No, he
him.
doesn't.
But what I'm
He's
saying
trying
is
to
like,
get his name out
even-
there first. He's not a millionaire and can just bring somebody with him. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Not even being a millionaire. What does it cost really to get a feature on the track? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of underground artists
Yeah.
right now that want to charge $500, $1,000 for a
Yeah.
feature. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No promo, no this and that.
Yeah.
Man, we like I said, I'm not trying to. And good for you for whatever you're getting and all
Yeah,
this
because
other
they're
stuff.
getting that.
But I
though.
promise
they're charging
you.
that because they're getting that.
But I
They're
promise
paying
you,
them
when
that, so
when we're at that point, I'll never look at my people or where we
we're just
come
not gonna
from
pay that.
to
I
be
think
like that. You know what I'm
the
saying?
goal-
And that's why I'm even saying coming on here, I feel like we had to give back to y'all because y'all did something for us, you know, doing
sure.
all this stuff. So I wanted to do, you know, the
And it
tattoo.
ain't gonna stop, bro. This is the
You know what I'm
beginning of
saying?
everything, dog.
Hell yeah.
You know what I
So we
mean?
appreciate it. Hell
So
yeah.
who's next, dog? Was that your number 1 or was that your number 5?
So that'd be my number one. That'd
So
be my
Burner.
who's
Burner.
number 2?
Burner be number 1. Number 2 would have to be.
That blunt down there.
Backwood.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that wood you just left back there. Number 2, I mean, obviously you gotta go with Pac, man. Pac is my favorite dude ever. He's the, you know what I mean, the start of like really being Hollywood and still being G. Because you think about all the stuff and the stories. And shout out to Jesus back there. He'll get more
There
in
goes
depth
Jesus.
to who killed Pac and what happened to Pac, or on a real level than anybody I ever know. So shout out to Jesus. Cause then he'll tell you so, but it was real music, you know what I mean? He did real songs, talked about real shit. You think about all his dedication.
Definitely
tracks.
kept
He's
it
still
G.
alive, bro.
I mean, the story,
Oh,
no,
snap.
you know.
He's in TJ, dog, eating tacos.
Yeah.
Everybody's in
He's a,
TJ.
he's a taquero now, dog.
Hell yeah.
Post clip exclusive. We got an exact location on Pac.
Hey, and then
You
as
got
far as
exact
Tacos
producers,
de
location.
Gloria.
so I do beats, right? So our producers, man, Timberlake is one of my favorite producers.
yeah,
man,
he's
no
dope,
joke.
dude.
Timberlake.
You just call him
Timberlake.
Timberlake.
I told him. So shout out to
That's my
Timberlake.
favorite singer, eh?
Shout out
Oh,
to Justin
shit.
Timberlake too.
Wait.
That's my favorite boy band leader,
He produced
Holmes.
a lot of the
Think about
songs.
it. Timberland produces a lot of Justin Timberlake's tracks, though.
Yeah.
They done a lot of
He
shit
does.
together.
Yeah.
bro.
He
Yeah.
made Missy
So
Elliott.
that's why he got that.
Hey,
mixed
no,
up,
you know who
what
I
I'm saying?
really
He
listened
made
to us
Missy
was,
Elliott big.
What's her name? The one eye. What's the one eye? When he produced in the '90s. What's her name?
Left eye?
No. She died in the airplane.
Left
Aaliyah,
eye.
that's
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
One eye.
Aaliyah.
But she didn't only
He
have one
produced
eye,
her.
bro.
He
She
produced
just wore
her.
an eye patch in the video.
Was
That was left eye, not
But I
Aaliyah.
mean-
No, he's talking about Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, but she wore the patch.
but he didn't.
That was Left Eye
That was
Lopez.
Left
She
Eye
just wore
Lopez.
hair around her eye.
Oh, that's what it was.
She have a
Yeah,
patch,
she-
yeah.
Her hair.
He was
She
nasty.
always had one eye covered up though. Too.
See,
Yeah,
guys,
man.
don't look at me.
Well,
like
'cause
that.
you talked
look
about a
at me
patch
so
and
bad.
shit.
Yeah, I would have tapped both of them, dog.
I'm like 100% sure she never wore like an eye patch like that.
Would you
yeah.
would have tapped? Would you
All
would
thought
have
was
tapped?
like,
Oh, dude, who?
Oh,
Aaliyah?
I don't
Oh,
Aaliyah and Left Eye.
left eye too.
Yeah,
You
but-
want to know why? If I left eye,
Left Eye will fuck you up, though.
that's
And you
why.
fuck
dude,
around with
house
us.
down.
why.
Andre
She burned-
Rison.
She burned her fucking
burned his
husband.
house down.
Yup, and that's
He
why
was
you
a
That's
football
why.
player.
He used to
Hey,
play
you
for
know
the Falcons.
Mexicans love. You know what I'm saying? crazy girls. So you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
love it. You know, I don't like to come home to somebody happy who want to rub
Damn.
your feet.
What do you want,
You know what I'm
happiness?
saying?
Damn.
You
Wanna
gotta
come home to a hostile
to
environment?
something, you know what I'm saying?
You want to be like a WWE promo?
Now I
Right?
see.
What's on the agenda today, mija?
You come in, she's hiding behind
Chinga
the
tu
door, just
madre.
hits you with a wooden
There
chair.
ain't
Like,
shit for you, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. You guys get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get off work. I get off work. I go in.
Why
by
you all
5 o'clock.
dirty, you lazy motherfucker?
Oh, shit.
Like, goddamn.
Dolo's been through one of those
That's
relationships.
what you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I had
Especially
a
after
crazy
working
bitch
hard
before.
all day long. You know what I'm saying? Come home to that. And then, like I said, she makes a great dinner. That's what tops it all off. She'll fuck you up and then make a good dinner.
She either got to gobble good nuts or make a good dinner.
When
Or else we ain't fighting for no reason.
We're gonna
You
fight.
know?
I mean,
Sometimes you get
we're
lucky.
We got to get some back.
We're
you
gonna
know?
get
Sometimes you get lucky and they
Either
do
a-
both.
Either a,
Hey,
a taco,
that's a good day.
either
Yeah.
It's a good day.
a
whatever.
beef and bean taco or a pink taco. Mija.
Oh,
it's gotta
Your
be one or
choice.
the other.
That's a good one.
Exactly.
Whatever one you want.
The crazier the argument, though,
The crazy.
the better,
it is.
palo.
It is.
Yeah.
Always. Always. The love is
Always.
better always afterwards.
Everybody, yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? There's so much passion behind it.
It's like
it's
fighting.
so unhealthy. That's like so unhealthy.
Hey, but that's how people live, homie. You know what I mean? That's like
you had that connection.
Take
the
a
whole
look around
time.
society. Yeah, God damn.
They took
We
that
were looking at
conversation
each
and ran
other.
with it.
We
bro.
were looking at
Those
each
two.
other.
We forgot everybody was here.
For real.
God
I
damn.
felt like it was just you guys.
That was a.
Gotta defend yourself, not get
Shout out
punched
to
and
Ashley-
shit.
Ashley Morales. I love you, baby.
She
Full
punches
tunnel
you while you guys are
vision over
doing
here.
it and shit.
Was that divine intervention?
That felt like
man.
That was divine intervention, dude.
He'll be fighting
The
tonight.
gods came down and spoke.
Yeah, that was divine intervention. All right, so
Okay.
number 3,
Yeah.
2 was Pac. Who's 3?
3, man. I have to go with, like I said, so Timberland
Well, that was 3.
is my 3.
Oh, he
my
raps
producer.
too.
So then, like, man, I don't know. You go lyricist wise. Like I said, man, what's funny is everybody thinks I talk about funny, but I talk about my boy Notch. And lyrically, I put him before anybody. So we're making like a.
I'm only number 4.
Like we're putting them like.
I thought I was like not even on the
That's
list.
like that
I wasn't
MySpace friend
available,
shit,
you know
huh?
what I
You
mean?
just moved down on the
I wasn't
MySpace
even
friends
on the
list.
list.
Yeah, I wasn't even in there.
Nah, if you read the fine print, it say he can't include
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
relatives or
Okay.
family members or people he knows.
okay.
Nah, just joking.
Damn. So
I
then,
don't know,
man,
Alex.
like, dude, you can go to a lot of people. Jacka's another dude that I like.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So
Who, Jacka?
Jacka, Jacka.
Yep.
Who's that guy? Where he from?
He's from the Bay.
The Bay.
He did a lot of stuff
RSP, right?
with,
R.I.P.
Yeah, RP.
Sir,
You already know. You
Man, a
know
lot
what
of
I'm
these
saying?
rappers are dead, homie. That's crazy.
And all,
Yeah, he's
all
sick.
over
He
dumb
made a lot
shit,
of
all over
albums, made a
dumb
lot of
stuff,
tracks.
all over dumb stuff. And my next favorite group probably be like Latino Velvet, man, with Bash
that's
and
way
Don
back.
Cisco
Okay.
and all
Bash.
those guys, you know,
That was way
Bayback,
back. That's dope.
JT. That was a lot of stuff that I used to listen to. That was like,
And be ready.
because when I was growing up, man, in the hood and stuff like that, you could only listen to so many stuff.
Yeah.
So like southern part of Cali, you couldn't listen to at all. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you only had
Yeah,
certain music.
yeah. You,
Well,
could,
it's,
you could only listen to
yeah.
the Bay Area because there was always a problem and stuff that was always dumb. You know what I mean? That
Crazy
started.
shit.
Remember
Oh,
having to
over
you
nothing.
had to wait at the
On-
radio to record the song?
Yeah.
Hoping your favorite song came on, record it on the tape.
Yeah.
Or your
Hey,
mom's
You didn't
fucking
record over something good.
Oh man, so many things like that. So it was fun, man. Those are probably my best right there.
Number
Yeah.
5.
5, man. I don't. 5.
One more. You could think of one more. Those were great. That was great.
Let's see. Let's
see
see. Number
what's- let's see
5.
what's number 5.
That was
Give
you
us
or
number
that
five.
was.
That was great, bro. That was great. Give us number 5.
Number 5, man, would have to be. Let's go with Eminem, man.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, great
Nice.
choice.
Yeah.
Eminem
That
is
boy-
definitely up
He's
there.
up there.
Great choice, great choice.
Lyricist wise, you know, he spits for no other. And like I said, his stuff is real, man. You could tell when someone's real. And even though he goes like Hollywood now, and even though I know like the whole thing with what's the guy he's beefing with?
That wasn't a beef.
Mac Dre or whatever.
MGK.
MGK.
MGK. So
R.I.P.
Oh, rap
MGK,
battle.
you know what I'm saying? That whole thing. He went harder on that whole track and all that other stuff. But like I said, dude, when he was in his heyday, like I'm saying, you go through a lot of people in their hip hop heyday.
Unstoppable.
Hey, that last
From 8
album,
Mile
that last
and-
project he
and
put
their
out, he
little-
went
and
in
their
hard.
Dope, yeah.
And their last, his last,
He
but
can
I'm
still
talking about
spit. His shit's
his
still
heyday
crazy.
was millions upon. I mean, you changed the rap game. You know what I mean?
It was like D12 era. That was like his
man.
peak.
Yeah.
I mean, he
That was
made,
like that was
he made
yeah,
a lot
that was-
of all of those
Man,
artists.
Pistol,
you know what I mean?
pistol.
You think about his whole thing. Who was the other dude?
I don't know where I got my
That beat,
pistol,
man?
pistol. Yeah, that shit
Damn.
hit hard, boy. That was a
You
banger.
hear that tape going
I remember
in the
something
deck?
that first D12
Yeah.
album. What did it have on there? What
Devil's
was that?
Night?
What was that
Purple
main
Pills?
track?
That was
Purple
Devil's Night.
Pills. That was the
Yeah.
main one. That was like main track. And he had Bazaar on there. They were crazy.
But I mean, he made them because he was how sick he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Proof was
Singly.
dope too.
Yeah,
Proof
R.I.P.,
was another
yeah.
dope one.
Oh, Proof is dope. As
Proof
fuck,
was
bro.
ill, man.
In
Oh.
search of
Yeah,
Jerry
I-
Garcia.
Yep,
Rest in
I had
peace,
that
Proof.
album, bro.
Me too,
They were
dude.
dropping that on that tour that they did right before he got killed, right before he passed away.
Dude, I was bumping the shit out of that album,
He
bro.
was tight, man.
That album was sick, bro. I need to go back and listen to that shit. It's been years since I bumped it.
Yeah, when they came on that
But that's
tour,
lost
bro, I
art
caught,
though. That's different from nowadays. Like as far as hip hop and making music, like especially like we talked about before, as far as making songs. When I make a song with artists, since I made a song with artists nowadays, I've never been in the studio with them. Like since I was 5-6 years ago, it's always been send your email, to your track, and then I'm gonna record my verse, record our verse, we mix it down, whatever, get it mixed and mastered, and then it's a track. Never is it like this, where it's in a studio with people again, and you get that real vibe of making real music.
Yo, start everything from scratch. And,
Yeah.
And that's where it's
everything,
at.
yeah.
Like me and him can get in the studio and literally just start bumping something and start coming up with some melodies, some tones of a voice. I'm carrying my tone like this, you know what I'm saying this and that. I'm carrying this beat like that, and it's a track, And that's something I think we wanted to say tonight to put out. So little music and shit like that.
Yeah.
Most
Hell yeah.
definitely, man.
Yeah.
We'll get
That's
into it.
dope.
What are your top 5, homie?
My top 5 is probably a little different. My top 5 is like I'm basically rappers that like inspired me, because I honestly didn't even start trying to rap till I was like already in my 20s.
Oh,
Okay.
for
So
real?
I had already listened to, and I was always like a big music head though. You know what I mean? I listened to so much shit. I already had listened to so many different artists that I liked. But there was only a few that like when I would listen to their shit, I decided that like I think I'm gonna give it a shot. You know what I mean? Just mess around a little bit, write some flows, whatever. And probably honestly, Lil Wayne was probably the first one.
Lil Wayne's dope. Carter.
Trying to remember.
Carter
damn it.
Fire.
Yeah, but it was one of the mixtapes though that he dropped real early.
Dedication?
No, it was even
Squad Up?
It was before that even. After
Before
Oh,
Squad
damn.
Up?
I think Prefix.
Oh, the
The
Prefix.
prefix.
The
That's the one it
Prefix.
was, bro. There was so many dope beats
Classic,
on there,
classic
and he murdered
album.
that. So even after I started like writing, I went and did like most of the beats that were on the prefix. I went and did my own like verse on that shit just because it was so dope.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, man. I probably made honestly like 50 to 60 like mixtape tracks before I even like wrote like an original song. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I was just writing verses to like industry beats because I just wanted to see if I could keep up with like what was on the radio. You know what I mean? If I could write to that same stuff. So I did that for a long time and then started writing my own shit. But after that, I mean, Eminem's definitely up there for me. That was one that I listened to a lot when I was first starting to try to rap. But then one that a lot of people probably, even if you listen to Bay Area shit, you might not have heard of him. His name was Johnny Cash.
I don't think I've heard of
He
it.
was super dope, man, but he got killed like
Oh,
real.
damn.
He only got to put out so much shit. He was signed to
Rest
Thiz
in
Nation
peace.
and everything. I think him and I don't know if you heard of Ryder J. Clyde.
No.
They did an album together. It was on like the Thiz. They were signed to Thiz, but that was one of my top 5.
Dope.
Shit, man. Other than that, I don't really know.
Who's Johnny Cat? I mean,
Johnny Cash.
he's a rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper. Yeah, he had the same name, but when he did
I
his,
was like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
no,
I
no,
was,
I
like,
know that's
confused
crazy,
now.
right? I know, but
I had to take a
that's why-
breathe.
That's
I
why.
had to take a deep breath.
That's why it was
What
hard.
genre are we
It was
on?
really hard to find his shit too, though. You know what I mean? With having that name, you search for his shit, and you're gonna get
Yeah, so
the
I
Man
mean,
in Black.
How
You know
can
what
I
I
find
mean?
him on YouTube? Can I?
Well, when you put his name
Where
in
we
there,
at?
if you're gonna find any of it, you put his name in there. When you
Rapper
do the
Johnny
cash,
Cash?
put a
Johnny
dollar
Cash?
sign.
Shout out.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Instead of a S, put a dollar sign H. And that's
Okay.
pretty much the
Hey,
way you'll
shout out
find
to
him. But he
Mozzie,
only
by the
had
way.
so
Currency.
much made. You know what I mean? So you really can't find a lot.
Mozzie
unless
on my
you know
list, but
about his
Mozzie.
shit.
Mozzie Friday.
That's dope.
Oh,
Who else?
oh,
Who
we
else?
gotta put Mac Dre up there. Cause talking about
Yeah.
listening to Bay Area shit, man. Like that was the first shit. Like,
Mac
and
Dre
he has
is
so
lit.
many albums to listen to. You know what I
Dude, that
mean?
fool dropped a
Dude.
lot
In the
of
Lamp,
shit.
Ronald Dragan.
Oh,
there was
man.
so many of them, bro. And we got put on from some other friends on them. You know, that wasn't even something that we found on our own. We got put on from.
For our
from other-
listeners that have never listened to Mac Dre, what album do you recommend they start with?
Genie in the Lamp.
Genie in the Lamp?
Prince Al Boo Boo.
Sounds dope.
Mac Dre, Genie in the Lamp.
Prince Al
So
Boo
check
Boo.
it out. You guys
He
wanna
featured
be
on
out?
so many tracks too.
For sure. The crazy thing was, I think I heard somewhere, I don't know if it was true, but he only charged like $2,000 for
What's
a
Yeah.
that?
feature. No matter who you were, you
He
could
was
be
even
Run
on
for
some
Me,
stuff
Jesus.
with
What's
Andre
that? There's a
Nicotina
friend-
and
Oh,
Crypto.
bro, he did a lot of shit.
That
They
Mac
did
Dre is-
albums
there's a
together.
friend from
Dre versus Dre,
Uh,
because it was Mac Dre and then Andre Nicotina. Oh,
Mac Dre, there's a song for you. A song for you?
Nicotina's up there for me, bro. Nicotina is ridiculous.
Yeah,
bro.
Mac
If
Dre,
you ever
there's a
listen
song
to
for
his
you.
shit,
I
you know
remember
about
him.
Andre
I
Nicotina.
blinked two
What
times
was
because
that-
I'm
Oh.
camera
what
shy.
was that
Hey,
one
you know what?
song with the?
Because you guys getting
He had
deep in
something
that,
that had
yo.
something about something out with the nose or something. I know it had to do with like nose candy or something. I can't remember what it is right now. It's not coming to me. But he had a pretty popular song.
But I'd rather be a killer whale.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that had
He
so
was
many dope
super
tracks.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Equipto. Nicotina
Equipto's
made a
sick,
lot of
man.
shit. Equipto
Dude,
was one of my
he
favorites,
was
bro.
a
Them
dope
two together,
rapper.
they were so sick. That's what I'm saying. There's so much Bay Area shit that nobody even knows about, bro.
Dude, you can go for days for
And
that
they had
shit.
just swag. I just like the way
Ooh.
they
I
killed
thought
their
we
shit.
was doing commercials
like
and
one
shit.
more
We
slot.
started going
One
way
more
deep
slot.
into
Shit.
underground
I'd
shit.
have to put
You kind of
number
cheated.
5 up there too.
Burner
'cause I listened
too?
to a lot of his shit, bro.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. That's a dope lineup.
Yeah, that was sick.
Hell yeah. Lil Wayne, dude.
Yeah, I kind of bounced back and forth.
Wayne.
Like I was into like mainstream shit too, but I was into the underground shit too. You know what I mean? Like I said, always
Same.
been a music head all over. And then the more I made my own music, the more I appreciated everybody else's. You know what I mean? I would go to listen to it and I'd be like, damn, that was
Right.
dope. You know what I mean? Like they put some time and some effort into that. The beat is hard. You know what I mean? You can see when people put time in their craft. You know what I mean? So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. For me, a lot of the times I was brought up more around gangster rap. So like the more hip hop shit, I had to go and find myself. Man.
Yeah, I mean,
My family
similar
was
for me
more with,
too.
like,
I know what you
gangster
mean,
rap.
because like a lot of my family, they listen to rap, but it was harder
It's
gangster
big-
rap,
it's a big
and it was
difference.
cool. I
Yeah,
liked
it's
it,
dope.
but you know what I mean. I wanted to hear everything.
Gangster rap,
so I
though,
was
what do you
into
mean
all
by
of it.
gangster rap?
Like, you know, just the harder
Like,
shit. Like even if you say
like Selly Cell.
Pac, Snoop,
Easy
Death
E,
Row,
Selly Cell,
Eazy-E,
Brother
all
Lynch
that.
Hug.
Yeah, Brother Lynch. Like
You know,
that was
those guys
big.
are really
A lot of
But like a lot of
my
Mac
cousins
Dre,
listened to
like
that,
what
you know
people don't
I mean? I didn't
understand
know
is
what it
Mac
was.
Dre and Burner, that's
It's
real
gangsta shit,
gangster
too.
shit.
Exactly,
dog.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
You know, you can go to
But on another
Corrupt.
level, you know what I mean? Like,
You
But
want to go
then-
hard.
I
So
love
like to me,
Corrupt, you know
to
what
me,
I'm
hip
saying?
hop is like.
Dog Pound Gangsters.
So to me,
shout out
hip hop,
Nate
boom
Dogg.
bap is like Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Common.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love those.
You know,
That's
That's
lyrical
Old
to
school
me.
Kanye. That's
like,
that's boom bap.
yeah.
That's
But
boom
that's
bap.
East-
Neo
like-
soul.
So that's
We
like
call that,
growing
we
up.
call that backpacking.
Backpack
rappers.
Backpack rap too.
Conscious
You know?
rap, you know?
Dads,
Mac Miller
we
was
talked
on
about
there,
Corrupt.
you
Shout
know?
out Dads. Can't forget
Hey,
Dads and
bro,
Corrupt.
Raw. Remember when we got that Raw CD?
Oh,
That shit was
man.
dope. The lady at the
Corrupt.
record store
Guys,
gave it to
Dillinger.
us like weeks before it came out, dude.
Oh, you got
She
the-
let me take it home so I could burn it, bro. The original copy.
Damn.
So this album might not even be released because this motherfucker's having problems with Suge.
Oh,
That's
shit.
dope.
It got
That's
released like
dope.
2 years later, bro. Me and this motherfucker bumped that shit forever.
That is
yeah.
crazy. as
Before it was
hell.
even
That
released,
Raw
that's
album.
dope.
But Corrupt, bro,
Knockers
like,
on that
Corrupt
album.
dropped the album with the East Coast and West Coast disc.
Yeah.
It looked like a newspaper. I forgot. Corruption.
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 Yeah, I'm trying to
I
remember.
know
what
what
it
it
is.
is.
Like one of them blue and one of them red or something like that.
No, they were
No,
both.
something
It looked like a newspaper.
Like a black and white
Like a
newspaper.
throwback
Oh,
cover.
okay.
So one was West Coast, so he featured a lot of West Coast
Yeah.
albums, and then the other one was East
East
Coast,
Coast.
with like East Coast producers.
That's dope.
And he had
Yeah.
like Buckshot, he had like Noriega.
Yeah. Oh yeah. that's
Noriega's
dope. That's
tight.
the East Coast
Shout out to
shit
Noriega.
right there,
He-
for sure.
Noriega, shout out. I always listened to him back in the day.
Noriega.
He
And
was
that's
type
probably one of the
homie.
most gangsta albums I've ever listened
Grimy.
to, bro.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah.
bum.
Shit's pretty
Lyrical and gangsta, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Corrupt was
Yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out Nori.
Shout out to Nori.
Good music, man. We came
Yeah.
up in a good time.
for
we
sure.
were
For sure.
I mean, we seem to be around
Yeah.
the same age. So.
for like a lot of genres too, not just hip hop, like rock. You know, there was
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of shit going on.
I
Even
love-
R&B,
I love
R&B was
classic
huge
rock.
in our
I love
time.
rock,
For
dude.
sure.
Love
I
rock.
love classic rock,
Yeah.
dog.
I mean,
Hell
me
yeah,
too.
dude.
You see one of our
I love
tracks, you know
that
what I'm
dude.
saying?
I love that dude who died from fucking Audio Slave. That's like
I
my
like it.
favorite.
Oh,
What the fuck's
okay.
his-
But to be honest with you,
Chris Cornell,
Chris
that
Cornell.
motherfucker.
I can't
My
I can't
favorite
name a
group
lot
was
of I can't name a lot of classic rock people, but I love classic rock
Soundgarden.
music.
Soundgarden.
Black Hole Sun.
If you play their tracks, I can sing
Yeah.
it. No problem.
Dude,
Son.
hey, he dropped an album with Timbaland that a lot of people don't know about. Like this
Damn.
pop album, bro.
That's tight.
Yeah, and then he dropped a bunch of albums with Audio Slave, and then he has a bunch of solo shit. He
Might have to check it
he
out. I
died
didn't even
recently,
know.
what, a year or two
Yeah,
ago?
I remember
Yeah.
hearing about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Audio
on
Slave
radio
was
and
just-
shit, but I didn't
bro.
really know who it was.
His voice
you
is
know what I mean?
unparalleled, homie.
Audio Slave was just Rage Against the Machine with that guy singing.
Parallel. I like
Cross
his voice.
between.
Yeah.
I love his voice.
Yeah, it seemed like it was there. Ferguson Jesus?
It sounds like Jesus is singing to you, bro.
The way he said it.
Come to me, child.
Black hole sun.
Jesus. That's you.
Because he doesn't
Jesus.
look a thing
Jesus,
like
is that Jesus singing to you?
Jesus.
this over
Yeah, we grew up in a dope era though with our fucking music,
Yeah,
hip hop,
man.
and we also got to experience the classic shit from our parents bumping
Yeah.
oldies and
Oldies,
classic,
yeah, classic
rock. Like my dad
rock,
loves
yeah. Earth, Wind and Fire
CCR.
and shit.
Yeah, funk was
Creedence
big and shit.
Clearwater Revival. That's like the most redneck shit ever. But my dad would bump the shit out of
Yeah,
it, so
what the
I love
shit?
it.
I love it. It's
I grew up
crazy.
singing the songs in the back of the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's music, man. You know,
I
whatever
love music.
Oh, Suzy Q.
whatever hits your ears right is dope.
Hell yeah.
Music is
My
subjective.
dad was into a lot of R&B, stuff like that.
And then
old school.
And then my parents bumped a lot of the Mexican shit, so I
Yeah.
like that shit too. I could throw
He
on
said
some.
this
Yeah.
Hernandez.
I could throw on some.
Seminarios.
That was
Seminarios.
on.
Selena.
So Marco
Yeah,
Antonio
Selena.
Solis.
Oh, los bookies.
Los bookies.
Los bukis.
Los
Bukies.
Bukies. Oh,
Give me some more Mexican names. What's,
Mexican cube.
Where'd you go to? What's that concert you went to?
Hey, so
Vicente Hernandez?
So do you guys,
Chente? You went to some Chente?
how do you
Is
guys
that
feel
what
for a
you-
little freestyle session right now?
Oh,
You
you
guys
gonna
in?
drop them bars?
Let's get it.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
this.
Are you ready to drop something? Bro?
You want to drop a beat on there?
Let's see if I can.
Let's see if we find a beat.
I'm not about.
Yeah,
I'm not about
that's
to.
dope.
But
What do you
Arthur,
use?
Rotate around the table or what?
We'll do it.
They
Fuck
rap,
yeah.
yeah.
We'll go.
They rap too.
We'll go. Fuck it, dude.
What do you use to make your beats, dude?
SoundCloud is the app I'm making.
Huh?
I make it on SoundCloud. I
The-
mean,
the beats on SoundCloud?
GarageBand.
Oh,
Garage,
dope.
man.
Oh, that's Dirty Phil uses that on his
Okay.
iPad. That motherfucker
Yeah, I
makes
have it
rock.
on the iPad
That
too,
motherfucker
shit.
makes rock songs with that shit, bro.
Yeah, you can plug
freestyle
shit
though.
in. You can buy like an actual like audio interface for your iPad.
Oh shit.
Go
Can you
ahead,
hear
Arthur.
it? Can you hear it at
Nas.
least?
Arthur, can you hear that shit?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, just a
Freestyle
little.
your, look at Arthur got
It's a
some both of
laptop,
us
so
right
it's
now.
as loud
Arthur
as it
Phillip
goes.
on the mic, top
It's all
notch.
good.
Check this shit out.
Whose world is this, man? Some grown.
Yeah.
Whose world is this?
Homegrown. I get it in on the Roach Clip podcast. Arthur Phillips sound waves through your broadcast.
Okay.
So much smoke in this bitch, catch a contact.
All right.
Yeah.
Dutchy, Arizona, yeah, I smoked the whole pack.
Hell
Weed,
yeah.
Cannabis, cactus, t-shirts, and a dope mag. If you didn't catch the last episode, that's your bad. They say it's my turn, so I conjure something clever. Like I'm just trying to get our songs on
Sounds
contents
nice.
under pressure.
You know what I'm
Totally
saying?
up the beat, hit the studio and I chef. Roach Clip radio show on
what's
KDIF.
What?
Wonder Rose a flower, that's just how I'm doing.
Bars.
Break it down and put a lighter to a blazy Susan.
Yeah.
They don't even ask. No, we're high grade. Homegrown Arizona. Go and check out our page.
Oh man, I don't even want to spit after that.
Bars.
I don't want to.
Bars.
I don't want to embarrass nobody,
Thank
bro.
you.
Fuck, that was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, man.
Everything you guys are doing, man. You guys do big.
Dude, I couldn't ask for anything better than that shit, dog.
Love
God
to city,
damn.
everything, man.
That shit gave me the chills, homie.
Yeah.
Right.
That was
Fuck
it.
yeah. I was not expecting that shit at all. dude.
Yeah.
I tried to tell you, I was earlier. I was saying something, but I think I didn't break the ice good enough.
No, it's
But that was perfect.
No, that was beautiful,
That
bro.
was nice,
Yeah,
bro.
I can't spit after that, dog.
Hey, no, what's
Hell yeah.
Hey, what's funny about all that shit is no joke, dog. We actually thought the podcast was last Wednesday, right?
Oh,
so we was
shit.
all excited about it that Tuesday.
Aw, my bad,
And then
guys.
no, it's all good. You know, much love. You know what I'm saying? But so then no joke, last night we was talking about stuff we wanted to do, you know, give back, whatever. And so we did the whole tattoo thing. Then he said, hey, man, I got this little something. I'm going to write something to your track.
Dope.
He's like, you know, nothing crazy, whatever. And as soon as I know he says nothing crazy, I'm like, all right, what the
Gonna be
fuck is
crazy.
this guy going to do? Fuck.
That's my favorite verse I've ever heard anybody spit
So
in
no
my life,
joke.
dog.
So
Fuck what you
that's
heard.
actually the first time that I even heard that shit. I never even heard that shit to right
I thought
now.
about maybe like spin it to them, see what they thought, but I was like, nope.
Well, I'm gonna give you my top 5. You're number 1. That's
That's what's up. Big ups.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that,
All right.
man. For
Go
real.
follow Homegrown AZ Instagram.
Homegrown AZ, top notch. You know what I'm
this shit
saying?
blow up, man.
Notch.
Before that,
Sure, bro.
Right.
Man, what was that, Miguelito?
I just said I'm glad I didn't dip out. I was just about to tell you guys.
Hey, bro, you were at the Woman Girl, right?
Yeah,
So
last night.
what's going on with that? Give us a quick little cannabis.
So last night they had a CBD cook-off. So they talked about just the health benefits of CBD and stuff. But if you don't know, Women Grow is a national organization, and we
Yep.
have a pretty big chapter here in Phoenix. So we support all those kind of groups, and
Nice.
it's for everybody to come out. And they had a bar. It's at the Foundry Hotel, so it's a nice venue, smoke-free venue, but the patio's open with dab stations, and we get high
Nice.
out there. So shout out to the Foundry Hotel for hooking that
How'd
up.
Mama do in the
And
bake
so
off?
yeah, dear Mama, she's number 1 in our edible book. She did not take home a trophy last night, but you know
Number
she
one,
was
Big
the
Mama.
most well
Hey, they
represented.
could go fuck
So
themselves.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
like
Nice.
hooting and hollering, and
Hey, those judges,
what's up.
those
Doing
judges
it
could go
loud for
fuck
it.
themselves.
You know what to do.
Fuck this
Motherfuckers.
dude. She's number 1 in our hearts.
Busters.
shout out
for
to
sure.
Mama.
Dear mama.
She's
That's
our-
right.
Yeah,
That was
she's
last
our-
night?
She's
That
our
was
advice
the
column.
bake-off?
She's our advice
So
column
she
on the
made me
mag.
check it out.
Yeah,
That's
so
super
she
dope.
made
Check it out.
she made a vegan recipe, and then she made a peanut butter infused peanut butter on cheddar crackers.
Damn.
Those homemade
Damn.
cheddar crackers are on point.
Yeah, you know those little things you buy from the store? Those crackers with
we
cheese?
follow her?
So yeah,
Homemade.
she's at Mama's Canna Baked, and if you ever ride up to Sedona, they own the Hideaway
House.
Okay.
Hey,
nice little
Sedona's a
spot
big.
to take
Sedona's a
your
bad
girl.
place to own
If you guys
something.
ever go to Sedona, eat at the
You know
Hideaway
that Red
House.
Rock?
Oh,
They have
Big
the
ups to the
best.
Hideaway
That
House.
place to own it.
No, they got the best view in town, bro. Like their
Hands
patio,
down.
you see the Double Mint Twins fucking mansion.
Double
You see
Mint
the
Twins.
Snoopy Mountain. You see all that shit,
It
bro.
sits on a cliff, so
And you
it's,
eat some bomb food, bro. They got brats, they got pizza, they got salads, soups,
Damn.
steaks, everything, bro. Wine,
And she
beer.
didn't
Full on
Sounds
restaurant.
right.
Full on restaurant.
Yep. So
Yeah,
shout
so
out to the
fuck
Hideaway
those
House.
judges.
Big ups to
Fuck
Hideaway
those
House.
I'll be checking
Fuck
that
those
out.
judges. See?
Yeah.
See, dog? Fuck those judges. He's about to know what I'm talking about.
Still, he's pissed. He heard that and he was like, "What? She didn't win?"
Dude, that's it. Just Sedona, the Red Rock,
Oh, Red
and
Rock.
all that beautiful shit that they just announced.
It's beautiful.
the millions of visitors.
I don't know, but
Millions of
I
visitors a
think
year.
it's about
I
that
gotta
time.
check it
It
out.
is that time.
It's
Oh,
about
it
that
is.
time.
I think it is
When
that
it is
time.
And now
King
it's
J.
time for the news
King.
with King
Motherfucking J.
J.
Motherfucker.
This segment of this podcast is brought to you by CannabisCactus.com. Go to CannabisCactus.com or go fuck yourself.
Fuck you. So
Legit.
So I'm gonna just give a little update to the fire that happened.
The
Oh,
Cali
okay.
fire?
The
the
California
one that
fire.
burned all the neighborhoods and stuff.
So after everything happened, it goes in stance that 89 people died.
Ah,
Damn.
But there was over $9 billion in
Damn.
Damages.
Yeah, because those houses are
$9
millions each one.
And they were all
Billion.
rich people.
They
Most
sold,
of
you
it,
know they
right?
sold the
People were
Clippers. They
dying
sold
for
the
real like
Clippers.
that, 80.
They sold
With
the
the
Clippers
B,
for
right?
$2
Billion?
billion.
Huh?
$9 billion.
Yeah, $9 billion in
That
damages.
Vijito that
and
was
89
racist and that
deaths.
talked about black people
That's
sold the
horrible.
Clippers for $2 billion. And how much was that damage? No,
$9
no.
billion.
$9 billion.
$9 billion.
Damn.
So you
Put it in
could-
perspective.
how many Clippers
could
could you buy?
a quarter of those for that.
Man.
That's crazy. That burned down. How many houses?
Condolences
Like
out to the
celebrities.
families,
Dang,
man,
yeah.
the victims,
Dang,
and
he
all
could have
that.
bought 4.5
That was the Clippers. You
basketball
buy the
teams with all that money.
Straight up.
straight up.
Straight
Hey,
up.
just
Brother.
don't.
What did he buy them for? Like $1 million, huh? In the 70s
Oh,
or some
it was
shit?
in the millions.
Was it
It
really?
wasn't in the billions, that's for
The
sure.
owner of the Clippers.
Oh.
He bought the Clippers for like a few
He bought
million.
them for like
Oh,
$300,000.
Yeah, it was a lot, but
Brody says $300,000.
How much did he say?
He traded it for 4 slaves.
in his mind, I bet you he did.
That's crazy,
Now he got
bro.
them for dirt cheap though.
Yeah.
And how, hey, what's the,
Nigga diamonds?
have they found everybody that was missing yet?
Yeah,
I remember it was just a total of from last recap.
Yeah,
it was just
yeah,
a total
yeah.
of up
Like
to
15 or some
or
shit?
23 or 49, I
yeah,
believe.
small.
Yeah, it was small.
Well, hey, man.
Yeah.
Condolences to the
Condolences.
people that passed
Definitely.
away, people that lost their shit and don't have something
At
to
least
say,
the
fall
death,
back
at
on,
least the
dude.
death,
Oh, yeah,
at least the
No,
death toll
definitely.
amount didn't go up anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
That's
80,
You know what I
that's a
mean?
lot though. But I mean, that's
Nine-
crazy that they
$9
lost
billion
that many.
in
Because those
fucking-
people
in
can buy
losses,
new
I mean, that's a lot of
houses.
money,
If you
bro.
build a
That's
house out
crazy.
there, you got
Dude,
another house somewhere
you
else.
imagine-
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah, I mean,
sure.
the lives are what
So
really
shout out,
matters.
shout out
Yeah,
to my
sure.
boy Oscar, Jesus' best friend, dude. His apartment got burned down. So you can imagine these people's $9 billion in damage and burnt. Like not just like
was Christmas.
it was you burn your whole mansion
Everything.
to the floor.
I see
Like,
that fire coming.
everything
I'm
you
starting to
own,
take pictures of all my
blocks
shit.
and blocks and blocks
Insurance?
on fire. Like you can't picture it. You can imagine it. We could talk about it and all that other shit. But
It looked like the apocalypse.
oh,
Yeah, dude,
it's
it was
fucking
nuts.
crazy. Dude.
Yeah.
It is fucking.
Seen the videos of people driving
Now,
through it. It's fucking
speaking
nuts.
of crazy shit, dude, on my way here on Litchfield on the freeway,
Big
a dude
fire.
in a motorcycle got hit, bro.
Oh.
He wasn't
You
wearing
saw it?
he wasn't wearing a helmet, bro.
Oh.
You saw when they hit him?
Like, no, he was on
You
the
saw him
floor, on the
ground?
top of his head was like you could see like his brains and shit, bro. Like
Damn, bro.
that shit was insane, bro. Like it was right there, right on Litchfield, dude.
Yeah, no,
like,
That sucks.
that's what I say though, dude. These motherfuckers gotta wear helmets,
For
bro.
sure,
I
for
don't know why
sure.
they motherfuckers
that's
riding. A lot of
crazy.
motherfuckers here ride motorcycles, bro, and don't
They
wear
don't even wear
helmets.
helmets.
I even
bro.
think the ones
Hey, but I mean,
with helmets
traffic
are
in
crazy now.
general,
They be-
traffic in general here is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, dude,
On
I
a
was like,
daily
yeah, dude, like that fool was on the
basis.
floor, dude. Like you could see, like I seen the top of his head, bro. It's just like
That's
just his
crazy
brains,
right
bro.
there,
Like I was like, holy shit.
What you got next for us, Tamal?
Hey, this
What's
coffee
next?
got me higher than a motherfucking
Yeah,
giraffe
that's
pussy.
So you guys ready for the next one?
That pussy gotta be high as fuck, dog. God damn.
This will say my eyes are redder than the devil's dick.
Oh shit.
You guys ready?
We're ready, Tamaulipas.
Just say it, Devil's Dick.
So it says that at Claymont Elementary School, at Claymont Elementary School in Wellington, Delaware, a student, a sixth grader, was being bullied for his last name being Trump.
Oh hell yeah, you're gonna get bullied with that name.
His
for sure.
name
Shout out to
was
Sean
Joshua
Security.
Trump, so he was getting like he was getting bullied like crazy. So now his parents are gonna change his last name just to
Aw, man.
yeah, they're gonna change his last name to leave the negative they'll leave the negative associations with Trump behind.
But I heard that little nigga wore a toupee and that motherfucker orange as fuck too. You don't think
They got a tanning bed at home.
He looked like that kid when he ate too many carrots
So
on the
now
Magic School
since
bus.
after they did that, that school put a lot of yellow signs with black writing saying no bullying allowed.
Kids just gotta
Well,
stop with the
we love
bullying,
Trump.
man. Parents,
Dude,
if
there
their
should
kid's a
be- there should
bully,
be
you
no
gotta
bullying
fucking
in any
check your kid,
schools.
man, because that shit
But
ain't
that's
cool.
just crazy, Trump, because as a
Dude, if you had a homie named Trump though, come on.
hey, I got a homie that
We'd be
supports
on him all
Trump,
the
you know what I'm saying?
But like
And
a
I'm on his
little,
ass.
but like a
He
little
just happened
kid
to
though,
be-
man.
He
You
just
know?
happened to be 6'8", 300 pounds. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
gotta draw the line
What do you
somewhere.
say?
I
Yeah, what do
think.
you do if he was
Yeah.
humongous? What if he was Big Sean size? You
Well,
telling
that
him
was your
anything?
kid.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
if, you know what I mean? Trump.
Yeah.
As far as bullying, like I
Nobody would
said,
tell him
I
shit.
actually deal my daughter. So there was this girl that I don't know how it started, whatever. It started last year. My daughter asked for these shoes for Christmas, some type of Jordans, you know, whatever number you want to imagine, 11, 12, whatever you want to give it. She had them, right? She stepped on the little girl stepped on her shoes, you know, my daughter, and she's a heavier set girl. And she said my daughter was talking to her about her weight, so she was picking on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So didn't think nothing of it. It turned into this year, right? A month ago, same kind of situation happens. A little girl pushes my daughter falls into the other girl, and what happens? Turned into an all-out fist fight, right?
Oh, man.
So it's on and cracking.
At school?
At school. My daughter gets suspended. They try to actually come to me and tell me my daughter started it or other kids said it
instigated
was,
it.
and I came to my daughter. And that was the one thing that I had always said, like, growing up, we would always taught that you don't ever start a fight, but you finish it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no,
bullying
fuck
is
up.
never something like we never took upon.
Never.
You know what
Nah.
I'm saying?
I never bullied, dude.
So even with my daughter, I told her straight when I first heard it, even
But
when
I
I
fought.
when I first heard it and the principal came to me and said that the student said she was the one that initiated it, I was so like kind of angered. So when I asked her, I was like, "Are you really bullying people? Are you really talking about this and that?" Because you know I'm a little hefty myself, so don't be making.
No, I got made fun of for
Yeah,
being
it was
fat
like-
as a kid.
But
dude. I had to go
anyways, you know,
down.
funny part, and she literally came. She came to Dad. Shout out to Aubrey BB Cakes. She came to Dad and was like, "Dad, you know, this is what is going on." And I'm like, it's the same girl that stepped on Jordans. As soon as it went into that, oh man, I was like,
No,
I try to
she
get a hold of
didn't.
Daddy. Like, hey, listen, your daughter is fucking with my daughter, okay?
Yeah.
So either we control this or we gonna control this.
I was gonna
Exactly.
be two fights, motherfucker.
I'm about to go. I'm about to go over there and fuck your kid up. I'm about to go over there, and fuck your kid up, and fuck you up, man.
I got a good lawyer. Shout
Like
out
both
to
of y'all
Gardner.
So
motherfuckers
what's
gonna
your
learn
Fucking
tonight.
trip your kid
What's
in
your
front
next
of you.
story? Next story, Tamal. That was a good one.
So we got a little it's a little like weird fact that they have about alligators.
Huh.
They taste like shit.
No, it says
They
They
rough
make,
ass
they
ate
make a
alligator?
good boot.
You ate it.
I have ate alligator. It tastes like undercooked chicken.
They have human feet.
so it says that they found out the way how
I don't remember. Is that
alligators
how we got it?
survive in
Because
frozen
I sold them to
ponds.
somebody else.
And frozen
Oh, yeah.
pond.
In frozen ponds.
They hibernate all the way down to the bottom of the water.
Yeah, those are
You
sick.
know that?
Remember who bought them?
What's going on?
Frankie G.
Hold on, hold on,
She
hold on.
ended
Hold
up copping them
Hold
and
on.
rocking them.
Alligators slept.
on. Alligators.
All right, what happened with the alligators? Sorry.
No, so it
We got
says
distracted.
that they just recently found out the way that alligators survive in frozen ponds.
Wow.
So it says that
That's a new fact for sure.
How, motherfucker?
so in a river swamp park in North Carolina, the alligator pretty much put its nose above the water when
Like
it froze.
snorkel.
And it just like left it there, and it just let it it just froze it there.
Oh,
The alligator's body froze?
Yeah, so it could still breathe, but it's frozen and it's like
Oh, so the alligator freezes.
Like a
But it still
popsicle,
breathes.
but
Yeah,
he
it's-
can breathe.
it's
But he
like-
just don't get
That's what I'm saying.
he just don't get his nose clogged.
well, how you know
able to
how,
breathe.
you know
Every
how,
winter I
like,
get my
no,
nose
they're
clogged.
I
never
think
gonna-
alligators
Every
can
morning, the whole time
reanimate.
he's
That's
Every
why.
fucking morning
That's
when
what you would call that,
when me and
right?
my brother
They
get up
reanimate,
and we
so they-
smoke a
'Cause you know-
blunt,
'cause you know
Frozen
how
in it.
like the,
congested like a motherfucker.
Like the top layer of a
Smoking too
pond
much.
will get
How
like
the
frozen.
fuck is this alligator get frozen and not get no fucking boogers?
There's
That's
Is
what,
it-
what happened. The top layer of the
Yeah,
river
like
gets
how
frozen.
the top layer of the pond gets frozen. Then before it gets frozen and they know it's gonna get frozen, they leave their nose on top. So they freeze their whole underneath
That's not what they
body.
do. They use bamboo.
They use bamboo.
They
They put
use
the
bamboo.
snorkels on.
Damn it.
It's like they're getting us bamboo for a man.
Shit in the cartoon.
And then
He was waiting for that.
fucking-
And then he turns on the button to fucking freeze them.
And he
It's
knew
the
that.
hibernate button.
That's trippy though. So that means they can reanimate and shit.
That's what I'm saying, because the rest of their body is still in there frozen.
Hey,
So
Tom,
what the hell's
Yeah, well,
going
they do
on?
got thick
So
ass
they-
fucking skin too.
There's like
They
other
do.
there's reptiles that
Yeah,
can do that
so-
and they like slow their
Yeah,
heart
because
rate
their
down.
blood
Yeah.
thick like.
So that doesn't like due to their like thick skin and all that, like they won't fully freeze or
That's
No,
what
no,
I'm saying.
the
Is like
freeze.
their
like
organs.
their
What
heart,
I'm
like
saying
their
is,
heart
though,
won't
on
like
real
stop and
shit.
all
So
that.
the alligator just freezes and his nose stays above the water when he
Well,
freezes.
not like-
so he
Well,
never
that's the hole.
submerges
Yeah, like, here's the
underwater.
eyes.
I'm gonna use some
Yeah.
big words.
Here's the eyes.
There's little-
Well, no, it's not
Just like that.
It's the fact that how the top layer freezes, so and they stay in the water,
was
so
good.
they have
That was
they
very
have
good.
no way of being able to get out of the water if they
Fucking
stay
flared his
underneath
nose
there
out
when
his-
it's frozen. They'll die. Like, you know what I mean?
So they gotta stay still for a long time and let that water
You
freeze.
did the greatest.
Well, they stay
impression I
still
ever fucking
anyways.
seen.
Like,
Is it frozen yet?
Hey, that's
Well,
a
fucking
vicious.
do that when I'm getting yelled at.
You want to know a fact about alligators? They're
Lay it
scary
on
as
me.
fuck and they taste like shit.
You tried one for real?
Yeah, deep fried. It was nasty, dude.
Ooh.
Right.
Have you seen the
If
wet,
there was any way I'm gonna try anything, it's deep fried for sure.
Exactly.
For sure, bro.
you ever
for
seen
sure.
the wet koala bear?
Oh, hit.
Oh, they,
Koala bear.
they look like shit. Bro, they showed it to me the
Seen
other
a
day.
white color
Look
bear.
it up, bro.
so you guys ready for
I'll
the
put
last
it on
one?
koala.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last story, let's
let's
go.
do it. Last story,
It's a
guys.
crazy
Let them
one.
out do it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So it says that a passenger flying into John F. Kennedy International Airport on Saturday, he was caught smuggling. He was caught smuggling live animals in tubes, in hair tubes. He was smuggling finches.
From where?
Finches.
And he was coming from John F. Kennedy International Airport.
And he put him up his ass or what?
No.
I
He
know,
had,
in
he had
tubes.
70
What
of
is-
them, and he put them in
70
in
birds.
green and orange hair caps, orange hair
In
rollers.
his fucking suitcase or what?
Yeah,
the
and he
fuck?
put it in a black duffel
Oh,
bag.
in his
birds
carry-on?
that fly.
Yeah, we'll put it in the carry-on.
I don't
70
know.
fucking birds.
It was in a black duffel bag.
Baby
they're
birds or
tiny.
what?
They're tiny.
Finches.
They're
They're-
finches.
they're
They're, like
real
this
tiny
big,
birds.
bro. They're
Oh,
little.
okay.
Hey, we smuggled the parrot from Mexico.
We smuggled a lot of stuff from
so
Mexico.
the story
We
hits home
smuggled a
then,
lot
huh?
of stuff.
Here's what we did. It was for my cousin. That fool wanted to bring it back, and he drove with my parents and us over there to TJ. So he bought the parrot. So he told us to get that motherfucker drunk with tequila and put him inside a sock,
The parrot?
and then wrap him up inside a fucking paper bag. So that's what we
What the
did.
fuck?
Motherfucker survived. We
Damn.
took him out. Yeah, we took him out in the
Was it
U.S.
was it like a traditional red and?
The little green ones, bro. Like
Oh,
the
the
little
small
green
ones.
ones.
okay,
green
okay.
one.
That motherfucker bit our fingers, dude. Everybody was scared of that motherfucker, bro. He ran the house, dog.
He bit your fucking finger. He couldn't fly.
You couldn't
That
get near
is
him, bro. 'cause
sick.
you
Could he fly though? He couldn't fly away. You cut his.
Yeah,
you
they,
clipped this.
yeah, but then that fool got scared to keep clipping them because we'd have our neighbor Lion King to come. We'd bring that fool over. He was a little bit on the spectrum, so he'd come, dude, and he'd grab the bird and clip the things because he had a bunch of fucking cockatiels and shit. We used to call that motherfucker Lion King, remember? Yeah.
Lion King.
Puffy ass hair.
Feature Simba.
His house was like a jungle too. Like
Right.
everything just matched. Like
We made that fool buy us calling cards so we could call his chick in Arizona because we lived in Cali. So we came to visit my
We're gonna do-
uncles over here, and we met this hyena that was my cousin's neighbor. So we got her number, but back then you had to pay for long distance calls, bro.
Oh,
Nah,
shit.
that's fucked up.
So- got that calling
We used to
card.
go to this fool's house. Hey, bro, talk to this fool. Talk to this hyena sister. Like, go buy calling cards. Fool spend like $20 on calling cards a day. Fool
Damn.
from the little Mexican market. He'll go buy a $20 card, and then we'll just sit there, fool, and call those chicks. We'd be talking to them. Fucking go home and jack
Back in
off
the
to
day.
think about it. Back in the day.
Day.
You had
Back
me.
in the day.
That was crazy. That was some good ones. That was some good ones, though, man. Good news, man.
Let's give this out to one of the magazines so he can read your horoscopes, dog.
Yeah.
I actually told these guys. Look at man. Shout out Cannabis Cactus. This is something big that I
scoop
told
up
these
the new
guys.
issue.
It's time for alto marijuana.
So I would
Alto marihuano.
Alto marihuano.
This segment is also brought to you by Cannabis Cactus. Go to cannabiscactus.com and check out your horoscope. If not, go fuck yourself.
Always free.
Yeah.
Never prickly.
Thank
Never
you.
prickly.
What do you guys? What's your guys' signs?
We went through this. We went through this last time.
Yeah.
not one
Last
of
time
those
you told me
guys
what my
who
sign
said
was,
on
I
the
stood up and I
This is a different. This is
started gangbanging.
this is your Christmas edition, bro.
Hey,
So you're getting updated.
beautiful.
Mercury's in
Hey.
retrograde now.
Nice. I'm Sagittarius.
We're
so
about to
that's
enter
fine.
the solstice.
Hey, I want to do my people's signs too. I've been when we
Oh,
did
we
the
want-
radio show.
we'll do
I
everybody's
was telling
signs.
them about this segment and how sick this.
All right, let's start with that. Oh, let's start right
What's
here.
up?
Let's hear,
Drew,
who do we have here?
we got Drew Nasty. You want?
Drew Nasty.
Me, Drew.
What's your sign, dog? Scorpio. Give him a
Scorpio. Alto marihuano.
Alto marihuano. Hold on, he's hitting.
What it
He has,
do? What it do?
he, has
What
to
it
hit,
do?
he has to hit the joint so you can talk to the stars, bro. Give him a minute.
Which one was it? Which one was it?
Are we connected now? Are we
Scorpio.
connected? We connected with the stars now?
Scorpio. It's Chronic Thunder. You know, they're brought to you by Oasis Dispensary. Go check them out. They got some good shit out there too. When you think about doing something, go ahead and do it because no one else will do it for you. Think about things, and planning can become a bad habit, an easy comfort zone where nothing ever gets done. Go Nike that shit and just do it. That's really all you need to hear from the stars this month. Keep the top shelf weed around for the motivation.
Yeah. See, dude?
That was
Talk
nice.
about
Keep
step.
that top shelf around. What?
Damn, Alto Marihuano is a fucking legend in the game.
Spitting that true fucking
That's a
knowledge.
Mac from way back.
He just gave you some truth serum, Holmes.
That was
Yeah.
So true
Just
as
laced
shit.
you with the truth.
Damn.
Who else?
I'm
Who else?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
There you go.
It's Larry OG, True Med Dispensary. Big ups True Med, man.
Okay,
They always got
that
some
fire.
dang.
That flower.
And it's time to focus on the big picture and inspire others with your vision. Be lifted, be gifted, be spirited, be you. The worst form of imprisonment is imprisonment of the mind. For those
Yup.
confined within the mind, knowledge of self is the key. Love will set you free and let you be you. You can be yourself. Don't be blind. Do not be blind. Be you.
I like
That's
it.
right. I like
That
it. I
shit
like
is
it.
legit.
I like
Hallelujah.
your symbol you did.
Tell him I said
That's
it's
Mikey. That's Miguelito right there. Big
I
ups
know
to
if it was a
Miguelito,
Nazi,
writing
what
all
the
the stuff, man.
No, that's you talking
I'm
to the
digging
stars,
that.
fool. How about you, champ? What's your give him? Oh, you
We already
Scorpio,
did
huh?
it. Let's. What's
Yeah.
Jesus?
Libra.
Libra.
Lucha Libra.
A couple
Lucha
pounds.
Libra.
He wants a Libra, Holmes.
A
Give me
Libra, homie. Or what, eh?
a what, eh?
Weight on the Libra scale.
Jesus.
I don't fuck with kilos, Holmes. I fuck with Libras, Holmes.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Fucking
But
Jesus.
his is Gelato 33.
Ooh, gelato. We
Pete-
smoking on that
That's what we're
shit.
saying. Oh,
We smoking on
shit.
that shit,
The
gelato.
stars have
That is
spoken.
crazy.
Damn, dude, this fool
Stars
talks
and
to the
straight.
stars,
That's
bro.
stars.
That
online,
shit is
for real.
sick.
That's
That
no
one's
joke.
brought to you by Phoenix Cannabis Company. So big ups to Phoenix Cannabis Company, man.
Yeah,
Putting in a
that's
lot of
my-
work.
My dad, Matt, I use.
So it's for
Shout
the
out to him.
Libras right here. Say thank you and no thank you. It's not lost to use common forms of courtesy. People love a wave and a smile. No need to act like we're really in that much of a hurry. Slow things down and your mind will begin to process things much faster. Sometimes this takes only a few deep breaths. Your actions have more effect on people than you may ever know.
Tell him.
That's what
Tell
it
him,
is.
dog.
Beautiful.
I try to. Hey,
Nice.
no joke,
Dropping
bro. I
pounds of
try to
that
tell
shit.
these. I try to tell these guys about that last segment that we did on the radio show and how real that. I told them how we said I didn't believe in that shit, and this shit.
It lined up perfect.
What I tell you, Jesus?
It's crazy.
They speak the truth, dog.
That was lit. That was lit.
Bigotes, bigotón.
Botijas.
We still got one? We still got one?
One more, give it to
One more?
Botijas.
Which one is it?
What is it? Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Let's see what it is.
For all the caps out there, it's cookies and creams. From the big homie was just here. I am dank. That's what's up. Look what's the homies.
I
I am
actually
dank.
caught that. I caught
Yeah,
that. I
Wiz.
listened to that, man. That shit was
Yeah.
dope.
We just had them on the show
Yeah, I
too.
learned about a lot about them.
So for all the Capricorns, is keep a wise eye open and never be blind to yourself. Know your weaknesses and keep moving forward, no matter what. If you could run it back, you probably wouldn't change a thing. The person you were before made you the person you are now. Life is short. Live it and love it. Enjoy your stories from back in the day and keep learning every day.
That was a
Nice.
fine
Big ups, big ups.
hour with Alto Marihuano. Champ, It's your turn to shine, homie.
All right.
Is this the time? Are we
Let's
doing
go.
this again? Are we doing this again?
We're doing this again, dude.
We're doing this again.
We got the champ. We got the champ.
Come in here. We'll share a mic. I love sharing a mic with him.
Yeah, you gotta get in on this one, man.
However we end up in our between us. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Exactly.
so it's what we're gonna do.
So the last,
can we
the
announce
last
it?
two, the last
So
two
the
win the
last two
tickets.
with the Roach clip
Wins the tickets.
$100.
Hell yeah!
tattoo.
So you guys could share the mic.
Let's do it.
What
Hell
are you guys
yeah.
gonna get?
What am I gonna get?
What did you get?
With the tattoo or?
Side chick?
Nah, hell nah. This was stuck on the side chick.
Stuck on the side chick. Who's doing the side chick? I know somebody's gonna get a side chick.
Yeah, somebody.
He'll
is.
cover it up for 150.
Oh, cover a side chick? Oh, no, I don't got nobody's name on me,
Oh
dog.
no, I don't got no name on me.
None besides Jesus.
Joking. Shout out Anthony. Oh wait.
Let's do this.
In my 08.
I guess we'll
I'm
share
out
the
for the
mic.
ink, man.
It's time for burpees and shot. It's time for burpees and shot. It's time for burpees and shot. This is the game that is insane. So don't you complain and go fuck yourself. So we got a champion back in the house to
Champion.
defend his title. Let him know a little bit about yourself, champ. He's the biggest fucking dude that's ever stepped in the podcast. He will fucking throw punch you and kick you in the balls for no reason. So I just made eye contact with him. It felt good. I'm a little shaky. Like,
I got a story. So look
hey,
at it.
I pissed a little bit in
So
my
look
Give
at
me
pants.
some
this
chunch
out.
on eye contact and shit.
So check this out. I look. Me and him made eye contact 2 years ago,
Wow.
Oh
and I've been
shit.
fucking with him
Wow.
ever since.
Eye
Do
contact,
not
bro.
make eye contact with this gentleman.
I just
because-
did, bro. Fuck.
You're lost.
Damn, bro. He has better eyes than you, Jamal. Fuck.
That's hard
That's
hard to do.
Damn, you
almost made a baby just now.
Oh, man.
Dude, hey,
We shared a moment right there, bro.
an angel just shat into
that
a
was a lot of-
Nutella bottle, bro.
That's a lot of beautiful eye right there
They're
together.
like, holy shit.
Man.
Oh yeah.
They are the same.
All right, so let's give him a category to pick. Give a
Well, we got for categories, we got geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, or sports.
History.
All right.
For it.
Nice.
All right.
I like his confidence.
So who was the English king during the U.S. War of Independence? George III, Henry VIII, George II, or Edward VII? Who was George III?
Give it to me.
Correct.
Damn, this motherfucker.
Starting off strong.
And the streak continues.
Damn.
You can get him at security. Big Sean Caps 1. You know what I'm saying?
You guys
So,
didn't believe it, huh? You guys didn't
Look
believe
'em
it?
up.
Look at see.
Go for it.
believe
Toe,
it.
ready?
Now you know.
Yeah,
Toe.
Let's go.
Ready, toe.
I'm telling you, boy.
What's up?
All right, so
You guys gotta help me. Everybody.
which title meaning emperor did German ruler Wilhelm II hold? Kimosabi, Sheaf, Kaiser, or a Führer?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Which
Good
title
question.
meaning emperor did German ruler
You got 5
Wilhelm
seconds.
II hold?
I'd say the one you
Kimosabi?
couldn't say. Sure.
Führer?
Fear.
Yeah.
Führer?
Sure.
No.
No.
Damn.
I said Kimosabi. Yes.
It was C.
Wasabi in it?
It was
Was it
C.
Kimosabi?
Let's see.
No, tell
No,
me.
it was
No.
Kaiser the second.
Damn.
Stole it. I should
We
have
was on
stole
the
it.
team.
Nah.
We was on the same.
He said nah.
Nah.
He's going for the belt.
You're not taking me down with you.
All
You
right,
can't
so
win. That's
Stop
it.
that, Jakes.
in which year did Britain's Queen Victoria die? 1901, 1891, 1911, or 1881? In which
Damn.
year did Britain's Queen Victoria die? 1901, 1891, 1911, or 1881?
We're gonna go 1901.
I legit thought the band
Yeah,
was
that's
playing
what I
our
was
song.
thinking,
I'm, oh shit, they're playing our
1901.
fucking
Let's go.
song.
Shout
All right.
out to that guess.
You got it? You got
Yup.
Yeah, you got it right.
Alto marihuano.
it? Let's do it.
Mr. Marijuanito.
No.
In which city was the French Queen Marie Antoinette born? Prague, Rome, Vienna, or Paris?
Vienna.
Vienna sausage all day.
With the Vienna too.
Yep.
Yup, sausage all day.
Okay.
Hey, give it to me. Give it to me in my language, just say.
Let's go.
So we got a
Let's do
picture
it.
one.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the
This is my
picture
favorite
one.
Yeah,
part.
he
Hey,
named his monument.
Live this.
No, hold on. He.
It's
So
one of the
it's a
monuments.
picture. Anybody want to steal? Anybody know what that monument is
I don't
before?
know what it is.
All right, I'm gonna look at it myself because it's my question. So, it's a monument I'm looking at that's in water. It's either Stonehenge, Empire State. That's not the Empire State Building. Pyramid something museum or the Tower Bridge.
Oh,
God
that's
damn, that's
easy.
you want to steal?
Look
Okay.
at that.
Go ahead. I'm not
Stonehenge?
gonna-
If you're gonna talk
I
in your
don't know.
language, I'll still.
I'll go Stonehenge. Nope, it was the.
that's what I was
Man, that was a museum.
I was
damn.
thinking
I would
maybe
have got
a
it wrong. I thought for
museum.
sure it was gonna be Stonehenge.
Brody,
because
your turn.
it didn't look
All
like
right.
anything
Talk to
else.
yourself in your own language.
Glad I didn't steal.
You got it. Go, Brody.
What was the name of the first nuclear-powered submarine launched on 21 January 1954? Enterprise, Explorer, Endeavour, or Nautilus?
I don't know.
What
What
was
was the
Anybody
name of
wanna
the
steal?
first nuclear-powered submarine launched on January 21st, 1954? I'm gonna go with the Endeavour. Let's Endeavour.
I would have went with the third.
No, it was the
This is
last one. Yeah,
Nautilus?
Nautilus.
Damn, I'm down one.
The way you say Nautilus with your beard and shit.
You like that?
You down?
Nautilus.
I'm 0. I got mine right.
All right, so King
You're not
J.
used to
Let's
that.
go.
Celtic music is folk music of what country?
Oh.
Ireland, Chile, Bahamas, or Spain?
Can I
Can I
steal? Can I steal?
Oh, go ahead.
Ireland.
Motherfucker, you beat me. I thought
That's
my
it.
You
name
guys,
was-
are, you guys are on the same team. How did he beat you?
No, they're not on the same team.
Hell no.
He said hell no.
It's every man against himself.
This is one on
No,
one.
they're going
know what
against
it is.
everybody. They're trying to win for themselves, remember?
This is like Smash Brothers, bro.
Contest already? He forgot.
This is like Smash Brothers, bro.
It's free for all, baby.
So we got
Science and nature.
Science and nature.
Switch it up to science.
Get him in the fucking Dexter voice, Brody.
Dexter is here to tell you which of these is a system of weights and measures: the ruling, majestic, empirical, or imperial. Which of these is a system of weights and measure? Ruling, majestic, empirical, or imperial?
What is a system of
The first one?
the first
The
one?
ruling of the field stands.
I don't.
You are wrong.
What was it? The last one?
You
Yep, it was the last one,
was
Imperial.
sir.
Yep.
Champ. Champ.
The champ.
Okay.
Ready, champ? Which of these would normally be taken to relieve an allergic reaction? Analgesics, antiscorbutics,
Analgesics. Antiscorbutics.
Histamines.
Damn, that shit was.
you
Those
know
words
what
are
you
hard
get
as
to
fuck for a
be.
Mexican dog.
Some weird letters in there.
My mom be dosing you up Benadryl.
right.
She dosed your ass up. Shout out to my mama.
Means in there.
Go
Go to
She
sleep,
dosed your ass
cabrón.
up.
Some Benadryl,
Yeah,
yeah,
she
lo
will.
mismo.
Shout out Sonia Mascareñas.
go.
Love you, mama.
Which car
you, mama.
manufacturer launched the first of several Passat models in 1973? Volkswagen, Mercedes, Audi, or Toyota?
You don't know.
Toyota.
I'm
Can I
stealing.
steal? Oh, he got it. He can steal. Go for it.
Volkswagen.
Yep.
Boom,
Why
boom.
did you tell me like that? You don't know.
He don't know.
Fuck, like,
Hey, you know why?
yeah.
Because
Like,
everybody over there was like, "Oh, that's a fucking easy one." And I was like, "No, he ain't
He's
gonna
a
go."
hero,
I'm
no?
still-
That's fucking. What a
Go.
fucking asshole.
All right.
You a
And then you
fucking
get skipped,
asshole.
right? Because you stole.
All right.
And I go next.
Fucking
All right.
asshole.
Go for it, Toe.
So what is the chemical symbol for antimony? SB, SN, TI, or T? What is the chemical symbol for antimony?
I don't.
SB,
Antimony?
SN, TI, or T?
Who's this for?
That's T.I. Toe.
Fuck. I don't know.
T.I. That's a rapper at least.
Whatever.
SB,
Ti.
SN,
He said T.I.
TIP?
T.I.P.
Ah, it was SB.
There's no fucking.
was
Nobody made a
SB.
platinum hit named SB. The fuck?
Down two.
Rubber bands, motherfucker.
I go next. They both stole.
Oh,
Damn.
Call us skip one.
what?
Skippy's your favorite
the
peanut
fuck?
butter.
What
Yes.
is the name of Google's advertising service?
How the fuck?
Orchestra, AdWords, Lithium, or Advergoog?
Orchestra.
Let's orchestrate this. Nope.
Nope, the second
AdWords.
one.
Damn. So what was the score?
I'm down two.
You're down
I'm
two?
almost out, dude.
You're up one.
I'm a dumbass.
I'm down 0. I haven't got any wrong.
No.
God damn, I'm a stupid
Yeah, I'm
motherfucker.
down
Got
one.
any wrong yet?
I'm
No.
down one.
Down one.
I'm gonna
Am I?
punch myself.
Where would he be
So
most
say,
likely
you don't
to
have.
bump
You got one right,
into
right?
a marsupial
No,
in the
two.
wild?
Wait, say that again. What?
Where would he be most likely to bump into marsupial in the wild? Australia, Angola, Finland, or Kazakhstan?
That's a good one. You should know this one. You should know this one.
Can I steal?
You're gonna be out.
Australia?
If you missed it.
It's Australia, dude.
It's mine, though,
Marsupial.
isn't it?
Oh, it is yours.
Yeah.
Oh, hurry up, dude.
Let's go Australia.
You fucking gave.
Was it wrong?
No,
Yeah, he was right.
Uh,
Motherfucker.
He fucking stole it.
Ready? What is a pecan?
What is a what?
A pecan. Pecan. However you want.
Pecan pie.
However you want to pronounce.
Like a pecan pie?
We're talking
is it?
a root vegetable.
Root
A
vegetable?
type of nut.
A type of nut?
Cut of beef.
Cut beef.
Or a tropical bird.
It's a type of nut, baby.
The second one?
The second one, boy, you're correct. Oh, my lord.
This guy knows how to bust a nut.
Curdy.
Security team. Ooh, is it a category change?
We got category change.
Ooh, new character.
Geography,
Yeah.
entertainment, history, art and literature.
I say you bring another
science
character,
and
Brody.
nature, or sports.
Let's see who he brings.
History.
We need Packy.
Or we need the
Yeah, we need Packy.
history in the making right now.
Oh yeah.
Will he keep the streak alive? Let's see. Which city has been home to emperors or Caesars such as Nero and Trajan? Rome, Athens, Sofia, or Zurich?
Ooh.
Rome.
Rome. He says Rome.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Ooh.
Damn. 3 for 3.
And the streak,
That's why he protects.
streak
Protect and
continues.
serves.
Come on, dude. Do it for the roach clip now.
So,
Fred's like, nah, we're
ready?
1-on-1.
Let's go.
What was the impetus behind early colonizing efforts in Canada? Yeti hunting, space exploration, golf course design, or fur trading? Ooh.
Oh, the beaver.
What's it gonna be?
Fur trading.
What was the impetus behind early colonizing efforts in Canada? Yeti hunting, space exploration, golf course design, or fur
We got
trading?
5 seconds. 3 seconds.
Fur
Oh,
trading.
let's go for A.
Hey, Yeti.
Yeti hunting.
The
I don't think
Yeti.
that's even real. I don't think those motherfuckers exist.
We don't want to kill Yetis.
What's the last one?
It's kind of like a Sasquatch.
The last one?
It was fur trading. Fur trade.
It was the fur trading.
That fur burger.
Fur burgers.
They trade fur
Top notch.
burgers.
He's out.
Let's go.
Hey.
How about-
Hey.
Top notch.
Shout out to everybody,
do
homie
it.
toe.
Not fucking
Top
safe.
notch.
All right, top notch.
You ready?
Which of these nations were not part of the Allied powers during World War One? Germany, Great Britain, USA, or France?
Ooh.
Which of these nations was not part of the Allied powers during the
Not
World
part of the
War
Allied
One?
powers.
Know that one.
Was it Germany, Great Britain,
World
USA,
history
or
was
France?
not my favorite subject.
You got 6 seconds.
Germany,
Go.
Great Britain, USA, or France?
We're gonna go Germany.
Los
Yeah,
Germanes.
that's what I was. Yeah.
Those little Hitler motherfuckers, they're over there fucking praising that little fucking
Damn, I should have
midget.
fucking stolen it.
Write the songs. That's how he write the song.
Had to be.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Alto marihuana.
Do it.
Alto marihuano. What was the first name of the famous Russian leader, Mr. Khrushchev? Leonid, Nikita,
La femme.
Mikhail, or Joseph?
Mikhail.
Mikhail?
Micaela.
No.
No, bro, Nikita. It was La Femme Nikita.
It was La femme
La
Nakita.
Femme
So what are they working
Nikita.
with right now?
My turn. I'm down 2.
2.
This is it. If I miss, I'm fucking fucked. This is.
Oh,
Ready?
Dolo.
No.
What year did
Dolo
the
the Don.
nuclear-related accident at 3 Mile Island occur? Was it
verga.
1979, 1900, 1923, or 1928?
That sounds like a 1979 type of event.
Let's see. 3 Mile Island happened
I think it was later.
in 1979.
Okay.
I like to thank Thanos.
Stayed alive.
I like to
was
thank
tight.
Thanos and all of your
was
mom's
tight.
anos. Thank you.
All right, so
This is for a $100 tattoo session.
so
man.
Activation and Anthony defeated Brutus and Cassius in 42 BC near which city in East Macedonia? Philippi, Baghdad, Babylon, or Jerusalem? I'm gonna go Jerusalem.
I like the
No, I was wrong.
That was tight. That
I was
was-
wrong. It was the first one. It was Philippi.
I thought
How
Brody
many
was
is that
back.
you missed?
Yeah, I'm down 2.
So 2. The brothers down 2.
2.
And then
Brothers
one
down
and
2.
one. We got 1 and 1.
All
And this
right.
Vato has 0. And what do you got,
ready?
0?
Champ.
Damn,
You
you guys are
ready?
heroes.
He's a
Yeah.
lyricist
Pablo
from the champ.
Picasso painted a famous picture depicting which bombed city? Brandenburg, London, Guernica, or Cartagena?
Ooh, Don Cartagena the Don.
Pablo
Fat
Picasso
Joe.
painted a famous picture depicting which bombed city? Brandenburg, London, Guernica, or Cartagena?
10 seconds, baby.
Brandenburg, London, Guernica, or Cartagena?
I'm gonna just say London, I guess.
London
Bridge is
goes,
falling down,
it's the
and you
best.
were wrong, and it was
Oh,
Guernica.
that's two.
That's two.
So
Those
it's a
Guernica.
three-way tie for two.
Yeah. Roach Clip Podcast. Fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
Nice.
So we got another change of subjects. Geography,
Okay.
entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, or sports.
History.
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 Ooh.
Damn, you wanna-
Hey, I'm trying to win.
Hell yeah. He's on, man.
Keep the streak alive,
He's
bro.
on. Go with sports, man.
So what year
You're out. What do you care?
did Cyrus of Persia conquer the Median overlords and form the Persian Empire? Was it in 230 BC, 132 AD, 550 BC,
Holy
or
shit.
44 BC?
132.
Damn.
Oh, let's see.
Nope, that was
No.
wrong.
Oh.
Down one,
That
down
one
one,
hurt
down
right
one.
there.
God damn it.
That's a hard one.
Listen,
He said, but I sounded
that was
I
a
thought you were right.
550.
Nobody wanted to tell you
I
no.
was like, this
Blind.
motherfucker must play God of War.
Yeah,
Ready?
blind faith. He's out. Let's go.
All right.
Go ahead.
You ready? What was the first name of Mr. Schindler, the heroic German industrialist born in 1908?
Schindler's List.
Grammy, Oscar, BAFTA, or Emmy? What was the first name of Mr.
The Hitler
Schindler, of
mustache
the heroic
knew.
German industrialist born
Look
in
at him.
1908? Grammy, Oscar, BAFTA, or Emmy?
Oscar.
Oscar. Oscar Bigosh, it is.
Damn.
Hey, shout out to my people.
Shout out
They
to
know
us,
who
gotta be
they
gosh.
are.
With the slickest mustache in the game.
With the
Ready?
thigh tickler.
How are the crews of 617 Squadron in World War II commonly known? The Dam Busters, the Dam Dogs, the Dam Breakers, or the Dam Drivers?
The damn dogs.
The Dam, no Dam Dog. No, it was the Dam Busters.
Damn, I gotta
Buster
get this right.
Douglas.
Two.
Buster Brown. You
You're
know
down
all the
one or two?
Busters.
No, he's down two. Everybody's 2-2.
We're all down
One.
two.
0. Give it to me, baby.
Ready? Who was the supreme commander of the Allied forces in Europe during World War II?
God damn it.
He knows this
Dwight D. Eisenhower,
Hell no.
Genghis Khan,
Hell yeah.
Alfred the Great, or Mikhail
The first motherfucker,
Gorbachev?
dog.
Dwight D.
That was a president, like a motherfucker right
Eisenhower.
there.
You're
Genghis
right.
Khan though was pillaging, raping, fucking everything inside. Yeah, yeah. Genghis Khan, suck my dick.
Okay.
Genghis Khan, what a trick. Genghis Khan, it's not my pick. Yeehaw!
Motherfucker. Shout out to Solo.
Ours.
So when was the Battle of Hastings?
That's you.
1066,
Oh, it's me.
1006, 1866,
I got my
Yeah, you just win. That's
or
great.
1940.
I was just celebrating, man.
Just sung about the damn song.
That's you, Brody. I was just celebrating for getting it right.
I'm gonna have to go with 1866.
Come on, that's why I was dancing.
Nope, it was 1066.
I just went in the trance, homie. I thought I was in the studio with fucking Gloria Trevi and shit.
Hey, he was on that
He was
fucking.
trying to make it rain. He's out. Oh.
Hey, you're
Right, like 95, tamad.
No.
So who was the patron?
It's still 3.
Oh, don't try to count.
Right? Don't try to count me out already.
So who was the patron saint of music?
Oh, patron.
Saint Cecilia, Saint Augustine, Saint Agnes, or Saint Jerome? Who was the patron? That's the patron.
Patron.
Oh well.
Well, patron. When he sees that,
You
he
didn't know
just
the
sees
English or
patron.
what?
It was a patron saint
You
of
had
music.
trouble?
It looks
You
like that.
yourself?
It looks like that botella right
The
there.
second one?
Nope, it was the first.
That's what I'm saying. Is it automatically
least two.
qualified too?
Yeah.
Or should they get theirs right too?
Yeah, we gotta get ours right.
Okay.
He's out already.
Yeah, but if we get ours right,
Did you guys win
Ready,
it?
champ?
Stay in it.
Oh yeah, because if they get it wrong,
Who
they all went out
replaced-
at the same time. Huh?
Colin Powell. Colin Powell as the U.S. Secretary of State in 2005.
I thought it was gonna be about the
Justin Gatlin, Bill Clinton, Tony Blair, or Condoleezza Rice. Who replaced
Tony Blair.
Tony Blair?
TB.
I went with Condoleezza.
I would have
Nope,
won.
Condoleezza.
I would've
Yeah,
won
I was gonna say
Condoleezza.
Rice.
Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell. You know what I mean? They just go together, dude, like M&M's. So I'm still in. You're still in though for the tat.
Yeah, so then when-
So we got
So after everybody's done, we gotta continue the sudden death if I get it wrong.
Yeah.
change the
Oh no, you're still in
Change of the.
What do you want to go
for the
with?
tattoo.
You know we're going sports.
Let's see.
Let's get a good
Ah. Where is air hockey played?
Bullshit.
During international flights, on a table, on a basketball court, or while skydiving?
Let's just go with the table.
It could be all of them if you really think about it.
Skydiving. Could you imagine? Could you imagine skydiving
It's
and
on the
playing
table.
hockey?
That'd be dope.
Ready?
You
Skydive
have to
hockey.
be fucking
Michael?
sick as fuck.
So who won the 2010 FIFA World Cup?
Oh.
Argentina, Germany, Netherlands, or Spain?
Argentina.
Oh.
Spain, wasn't it?
The Argentines,
No.
Argentina?
Spain.
Spaniards.
No, Germany didn't win.
Damn, I'm out.
Damn, I can still get it.
All right, ready?
I can still win the tattoo right here.
The object of which card game is to make, for example, pairs, sequences, and 15 and 31 points, where scores are marked by means of pegs in a board. Rummy, poker, cribbage, or euchre. Euchre?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Rummy, dog.
I would go
Rummy?
with cribbage, but let's see.
No, it was probably
That was
cribbage.
cribbage.
I'm a dumbass. So I'm out. We're all out, right?
You guys all went out at the same time.
You guys
So
all
it's
went
the
at the same
round.
time.
Oh, so he won?
He's next.
Oh.
There's still, you're,
Yeah, to see who wins the whole game. It's still
yeah.
two.
But then we'll go back and battle for the tat after.
Oh, all right.
Oh man, let's go.
Ready?
I haven't missed any.
All right, cool.
So which of
Give
these
it a
was
champ.
a Formula One racing team of the
your beer?
1990s? Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, or Jordan? Which of these was a Formula One racing team of the 1990s?
Jordan.
Jordan?
Michael.
Miguelito?
He's out of there.
Yep.
You got it right.
Oh,
You got it
Michael
motherfucking
Jordan?
right. The champ is
I
here.
know, right?
The champ is here.
It don't matter.
Shit.
It's always right. The answer's
All right,
going to be
let's
Jordan.
go. Bring it.
Ready?
Right here.
Which of these people have won the Indianapolis 500 less than 4 times? AJ Foyt, Al Unsner, Unser, Rick Mears, or Helio Castroneves? Which of these people have won the Indianapolis 500 less than 4 times? AJ Foyt, Al Unser, Rick Mears, or Helio
5 seconds.
Castroneves?
We're gonna go with the first one, AJ.
AJ Foyt. Foyt.
No.
That was the last one. Helio.
No.
Damn,
Castroneves.
battle the battle. You're
Helio,
still
alright,
alive.
2
You're
and
still
1. He's
alive.
still
Let's go,
alive.
champ. Let's go, champ. Let's
Come
go,
on, champione.
champ. Let's
So
go.
in 2006, the New York / New Jersey Metro Stars changed their name to the New York Redskins,
Redskins,
the New York Whiteheads,
Whiteheads,
Come
the
on.
New York Blackbeards,
Blackbeards,
or the New York Red Bulls.
Red Bulls.
Ooh, what is it?
What is
In
it?
2006, the New York / New Jersey Metro Stars changed their name to
Fucking
the
Whitehead
New York
motherfuckers.
Redskins, the New York
The
Whiteheads,
pimple
the
whiteheads?
Redskins.
the Redskins.
No way. The Red
Bulls.
It was
This
the
is
Red
last
Bulls.
one, the Red Bulls.
It was.
That's 3. He's out of
You're
there.
done? Yeah.
He's gone.
Dun, 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 dun. We got a new champion. Damn.
I'd like to thank everybody that helped me get here.
Who do you
That was a
Actually,
great
Big Sean
victory.
drove me here, so I'd like to thank him the most.
Hey, bro. You guys are still undefeated against the Roach Cliff.
That's right. So remember that.
That's great. We're gonna
When we
have to have
come
you
back,
guys-
we got to defend our title.
Yeah, that's what I
so-
mean. You guys got to come back. Maybe next year we'll have a belt or something.
Oh, that'd be dope.
A
At
little
least a
trophy.
shirt with the belt on it like yours.
Oh, there we go. Hell
Cheaper.
That'd be tight.
Yeah. I like that.
Because
Because we'll
I
just
wanted
Photoshop
to-
the belt in
Right?
there.
Hell
and
yeah.
It looks real, so we're good.
Super.
Man, that was great, man.
That was a good game,
Thank
though.
you guys for
Hell
playing.
yeah.
Hey, thanks,
you.
champ, for. Oh, yeah, I can't call you champ no more.
No, come on.
What do we call him?
He's the
Ex-champ, right?
Security.
The
Big Sean
former-
security.
The former undisputed champion of the world. Nah, that was dope. That was a good battle though. It went down to
Hell yeah.
to the end.
That was dope.
We fucking dropped like flies like a motherfucker. We were just like kamikazes.
Kamikaze.
We fucking sucked. That went out like in 4 rounds, so I missed 3 right off
I
the
did the
bat.
same thing. So it's all
Yeah,
good.
we did. It's all good, bro. It was that eye contact.
You guys were lost on that other shit.
Hey, we're the only ones that drink coffee though. Think about that. That motherfucker's infused.
I was infused definitely with your eyes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You guys were infused.
You can tell you guys are extra infused.
Man, well, thank you guys for coming to the podcast, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the fucking experience. You guys got any shout outs you guys want to give out before we close out the show?
Yeah, shout out to obviously Anthony Maya, OA, Instagram, you know, check him out.
Anthony Maya, OA.
Homegrown, AZ,
Homegrown,
Top
AZ,
Notch.
Top
You
Notch.
can go to at the Homie Toe on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
Shout out to Big Sean, Drew Nasty. I mean, everybody that's followed us, you know, the Roach Clip, Cannabis Cactus, all you guys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Appreciate it. Much love to everybody. Mama, kids, family.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all the
You know what
family,
I'm saying?
everybody.
Oh, yeah. Top Notch.
ladies,
Any shout
our
outs out
baby.
there?
Same thing, man.
Ladies,
just,
babies, everything, right?
Just some
Hell
family,
yeah.
you know what I
Family.
mean?
That's
Everybody,
number one.
everybody
Cats.
that's helping, you know, push the movement. All of our family.
They got to deal with this first, so, you know.
girls, you know what I mean?
Hell
Kids,
yeah.
everybody.
Somebody's putting the kids to sleep and giving them a bath right now, and it ain't me, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up and down, left and right. That's it.
Shout out, baby. Love you. You know?
Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys too, man, especially for having us back on here, man.
Oh,
Everything
yeah,
you guys
bro.
do.
You fucking.
Hell yeah.
Welcome.
That shit was
anytime,
incredible, bro.
Hell
That
yeah,
fucking
man. I'm
flow
glad you guys
did
liked
for
it,
us.
man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, we're gonna have to drop. That's gotta
Hey,
be
that's
our
gonna be
intro.
a single. We're gonna put that
know,
on
right? We
track
can
for you
cut that
guys.
out.
Oh, yeah,
Sure,
fuck
we
yeah.
can.
We track for you
That'll be
guys.
our intro for every show, bro.
Put that on
100%.
track for you guys.
We'll do
Oh
it.
yeah, thanks.
Oh, yeah,
And
most
our outro.
definitely.
Hell
Hey,
yeah, bro.
shout out Cannabis
Beautiful.
Cactus magazine.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Cannabis Cactus. Hell
Always
yeah.
free.
Saying.
Never prickly.
Never prickly.
Hell yeah. Tamal, any shout outs out there? Da-na-na. Da-na-na.
You know, just shout out to Cannabis Cactus. Shout out to Roach Clip Podcast. You know, shout out to everybody that came. Shout out to the guests. You know.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Hell yeah. Drew Nasty,
Homegrown, AZ.
Jesus, Security, greatest mustache in the game.
Keep
Oh yeah, dude.
underscore
Mustachio.
Mustache, tickle the thighs.
Joaquin.
Shout out to Probe Tattoos. You know, find them at.
Hey, so whoever gets the $100, who wants it? You know, $200.
You give it to
Give it
Jamal
away.
and this guy.
Whoever wants it. Hey,
Give it
Anthony
to
Maya,
give it to Alto and give it to Jamal.
Instagram them $100. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
yeah.
whatever you guys want, hit them up for you guys bringing us on Homegrown.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little love from us. All
That
of
way
us,
they
you know
go
what I'm
and
saying?
experience the,
Check it out, man.
the Anthony
You know.
Maya experience, bro. Best tattoo artist out there. You know, go to Anthony Maya.
Hey, and
08.
Noel Maya, you know, you won the last one, so claim
And
your
then
prize too.
The
Figure out
homie,
what you
he
want.
has another homie that does some tats on him, so that's Probe Tattoo.
Probe
Keep
Tattoos.
Hey, link
Underscore.
up. Hey, much
Walking.
love.
Underscore.
Slut.
Underscore.
So check him out. Check out Anthony Maya 08 and go get tatted, motherfuckers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What's up?
It's all love, you
Linking
know?
you guys up with the tattoo people.
Hell
Now
yeah.
you have no fucking excuse.
Maybe
No
they,
excuse,
maybe you
right.
could fucking hire them at the same time. Have two motherfuckers, one on each arm.
We're gonna shoot a video with it.
Hey, that'd be dope, right?
That'd be dope.
We'll call it Two Pistolas.
Two
that is-
pistolas.
Yeah,
That's
great.
already the title of the
Already
next
creative.
song.
We'll
right
write the
I
track
really
to
think
it.
there.
You
Yup,
can
Two
do matching
Pistolas.
tats and shit like a corazon. They all just come in matching purple.
Oh shit, matching.
Two matching. That shit will come out symmetrical
Hey,
like
thank
a
you guys.
motherfucker.
Yeah, thank you. It's all love. Brody, any shout outs?
Just Smokey Smoke Shopping.
Shout out to
keeping it laced
Smokies
out
all
there
day,
on
every
the
day.
Every day.
Lace like Louis, man, hit it up. They got great specials going on during the holidays too. So you guys want to pick up
Merry
some
Christmas.
heady sets, want to pick up some doobies, want to pick up some bongs. They got a big selection of CBD now. Any ways you guys want to take it? Like,
Infuse your life,
infuse
yeah.
your
What's
life,
up?
man. Like straight CBD. They got some good stuff and yeah, just prep all your needs, man. Tobacco needs, all that bullshit.
Oh,
Tobacco.
he's the only
Hell
one
yeah,
that can
80
say that, dude. Your shit.
83rd Avenue, Lower Buckeye. What's up?
That says your comedy, man. Your voices. That was another thing I told him about. Not only the Cannabis Cactus,
that
but
shit's funny, man.
your voices and your
Hell
native
yeah.
tongue and your native tongue, bro.
Hell yeah. The native, yeah, the native.
Speaking to your people.
Alto Marihuano, besides the stars, who else would you like to thank?
Everybody here, man. Roach Clip, Cannabis Cactus, Homegrown. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
all the
Thank you.
homies that came through. KDIF, always. You know, just everybody
Shout
that
out
shows
to-
love.
Yeah,
Big
shout
ups.
out KDIF.
Hell yeah, if you guys want to catch a friendlier version of this show, go to
Fuck yourself.
KD. Go fuck it. I mean, no, listen on Saturdays on KDIF 102.9 if you're in South Phoenix.
Go
If not,
fuck
go to
yourself.
listen the number 2, my radio. download that app and then type in
radio shows dope as fuck.
And
man.
then type
Check it
in-
in Saturday, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
dope as
man,
shit,
shit is
man.
dope.
We play a lot of local hip hop, and then we just
Fucking
fucking
dope.
keep it real, man. That's what we do. So that's some main focus. We gotta keep the community alive, so we could give them a chance to shine on the radio. We'll throw it on. You never know what that shit could lead to, you know. MC
Yeah.
Magic might be fucking driving by the hood one day, like fuck. I'm gonna sign this morro, home.
Fucking zigzag and
Hell
shit.
yeah, and I'd like to thank Franco, KDIF. I'd like to thank Mikey, Cannabis Cactus, and we're excited for a new year, man. We had our first fucking company meeting today. It was productive. We loved it, and we got to keep doing that shit. It's just going to keep us more structured and make us get further in life. So thank everybody for joining the ride. If you guys ain't on the ride yet, go fuck yourself, but you're always welcome to join. This is the Roach Clip
Right.
Podcast. Go fuck yourself, bitches.
Fuck yourself, homie.